With the pie.
No, with the pie.
Yeah, the pie did it.
No pie for you.
We are here every Wednesday, and the replay is on Sundays, but we're a month behind, so I have it that way, so in case I ever need to take a break, I can, because I've been working so hard. Everybody's on my goddamn nerves.
What do you think?
It was good, man.
It's good, man.
I've been silent.
Yeah, I had to ask because you got too solid.
I'm gonna hit this whole thing. This is gonna happen. Yeah.
I gotta try it.
I'm all eating over his.
I'm gonna smoke a joint real quick though. I don't know if I want to put food right into my mouth right yet.
I do.
I want to wait until some listeners get in here and we get really deep into dark discussion and be like, yeah, I don't think all those the Holocaust should have happened.
That's so horrible.
Hey, that was the best of worst ways I could have put that.
You know, I do not like that movie Schindler's List. I waited for so many years to watch that movie. That was like one of my top 10 movies I wanted to see. Mm-hmm. And when I started watching that movie, I was so upset at myself that I sat down and watched that movie. Like, I was crying and I was like, Hitler, you're the devil. Why didn't they see that you was Antichrist? And why would y'all do that? I mean, I was really like everywhere. Like, these people was hard. They was treated so horrible.
Yeah, that was
terrible. And I was just so mad that I sat down and watched that movie.
Because it upset you? Yeah, yeah. What year did that come out?
It had to be like in the early 90s.
Yeah.
I remember watching that too.
My brother got extra credit.
A kid, yeah, when I watched it.
Extra credit for what?
School.
Pretty rough.
For what?
High school.
To
History?
do what?
Why?
Did he act out the movie or something?
No, to go
Just-
see the movie. They wanted people to go out and
Just
see.
the act of seeing the movie.
Well, you remember what it was about. It was about the list.
Yeah,
The
Schindler's List.
Like, yeah.
Who's Schindler?
You know, I just found out recently that a bunch of other races were included in the Holocaust.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
And on mass
See,
amounts.
Hitler was crazy.
Yeah, and some Africans were included too.
I believe it. I believe it because they didn't like us.
Yeah.
We are going to talk a little bit about the NAACP. Notice how the white dude brought that up. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. I think the Confederate flag. I think we were saying. I think I bumped my volume up way too high on that. I apologize for that. Sorry guys if I busted your eardrums.
I wish y'all could tell him if y'all could hear him or not. Because it
well,
seemed like he got low.
Yeah, I did. Well, I got us turned down too, so we can't.
Okay.
Sometimes it busts my ears. I don't want to bust my ears to hear myself.
Oh, I feel like I don't want to bust my ears either.
Yeah.
You know, I bust my ears singing at home.
Yeah, we got the NAACP, we got Sears and Whirlpool are no longer working together. We're going to talk about that for a second.
And
Heard
the
about that?
Sears-Whirlpool relationship?
Yeah.
Hey, how old are y'all?
36.
34.
Oh, y'all young.
Young. Thank you. Shit.
Did y'all know Benson died yesterday?
The black dude?
Yes.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
also played the monkey in Lion King. I didn't know that, but I remember him as Benson.
Who'd you say?
Benson.
What's his name, though?
I don't know his name.
What is?
I have it on Facebook. You should follow me.
Go ahead and tell them who you are.
I am Samantha Adams, but right now I'm Samantha Rochelle on Facebook. And you can also find me at Samz Creationz with the Z. SAMZ CREATIONZ on both Facebook and Instagram.
I was all trying to tag you one
I
day.
am the bomb ass.
This dude,
Edible Vega.
Fats Domino died. I'm not a huge.
I didn't know he died.
Yeah.
When today?
Today. Yes.
Oh,
I think
wow.
so. I think so.
I didn't even hear anything.
AM,
Rest in
7:50
peace.
AM. Yeah.
I hope he sleep well.
I'm making a mess.
We're gonna talk a little bit about this little
good
fucking
now.
asshole right here,
Ooh.
Bill O'Reilly. I hate this fucking guy.
Ooh, hey.
So we're gonna talk about
His
him.
back part's really good.
I know. I so know. That was my favorite part when I got there.
It was coming
I
out.
was like, yes.
Trying to see if I can find him. I don't know. I'm not gonna search, and I don't really care too much. Tom Petty died. We know that. That happened a little bit ago. Oh, Mark
Who is
Hamill.
Tom
We're gonna talk
Petty?
about Mark Hamill for a second.
Where's the ashtray? Who's Tom Petty?
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Like,
used to sing.
if I just asked you who's Tom Petty,
I know, I
if
can't
I
even
just asked
tell
you
you.
who's Tom Petty, I mean, like I'm supposed to know him with the Heartbreakers.
I cannot sing to you. I know, like, you're gonna know one of his songs when you hear it, but I can't tell you one of his songs. I don't think he's that good.
What?
I mean, personally.
Well, first
Is
off,
he
he's
one
dead.
of these guys?
So he's not one of those guys.
Okay,
Oh,
I
there's
wasn't
an
sure.
ashtray right here in my face.
Do we not have an
Ew,
ashtray?
that was gross. Sorry.
That was.
I was about to smoke the mic.
That was a farty mouth.
Smoke
in
the
my mouth.
mic. I will not put my mouth on this joint.
I hope not. No smoking the mic.
I'm losing
Okay.
wires here. Hold on.
You know, I do that from time to time, and then I smoke weed, and it seems like my wires come back together again.
I don't understand what's going on over here.
What are you doing?
I lost the wire.
Are you lost?
I am.
Whoa.
Oh my god. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's about to play something.
Yeah, I was just.
From Tom Petty. What's his most popular?
Free falling, man.
Oh, I heard this on that movie.
There you go.
Thanks, Tom Petty. It was all worth it, man.
There you go.
That's all I know is that movie, but yeah,
He was in
I
that
feel
movie.
you there. He was in that movie.
Free falling, man. I used to have my brother. That's the only reason I listen to anything. Is you remember the Fat Boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, no one listens to the Fat Boys anymore.
I didn't. I was a little bit too young on that one.
For the Fat Boys?
Yeah. What year was that?
Well,
I
they
don't
was
even
like
know.
in '89,
Let's see,
late '80s, early
So I was in
90s.
kindergarten. See, so you know what I mean. So
That don't mean you should know who the Fat Boys
no,
is.
I do.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's not like I had tapes and posters. That's what I mean. You know what I mean? You can say you know of. I know of the Fat Boys, but it's not like I can sit here and sing out a song because I remember it with me and my friends. You know.
They was in a. There go right there. That's one song. White. I used to like that song.
Okay.
Fat Boys.
They was in. They had their own little movie.
Did they?
See,
Disorderly, I think, where they was like orderlies and they was helping out this rich
Yeah,
man.
they did. Oh my god,
Yeah.
they did. That used to come on HBO all the time. That's crazy. That I remember a little
I
bit.
am really telling my
See?
age because
See, I had to listen to whatever my parents, whatever tape they popped in, and then my parents used to listen to Hot 103 Jams in Kansas City. So that's what I would listen to.
See, I don't know nothing about that. You know, back home, they used to play, on Sundays, they used to play, like, the golden time of day, and it'd be, like, old songs from my mom and dad's era.
Okay.
And I used to hate sitting in the back seat listening to
Yeah.
that crap. And so then, you know, now I'll be driving, playing, like, 90s music and stuff like that. I'll be wondering if my kids be like, man, this shit again.
I bet they
man.
are.
Until Jagged Edge came on and my son was like, oh, that's my song. I was like, what you know about
we
that?
listen to weird shit like Tenacious D.
Yeah,
Fucker
that's-
Gently will come on or something.
Right.
And you're like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do like that's my jam, Dad.
We was
That's my
watching
jam.
Major Pain last night, and
We
you know,
watched that again the other day too.
Yeah, we
you
did.
know when he had them running around and saying the chant after each other. So every time he says a chant with them, my son wants to say the chant, and so he's repeating all the words, and I'm sitting there like, I hope he don't remember this tomorrow when he goes to school.
Right.
Because it's like, how do I know he's watching the movie, but he goes to school and they be like,
That's what it was when
Mrs.
you were a
Adams?
kid. You would go see a movie and you would go and you would quote line
Mhm.
by line because you're like, I saw the movie. This is exactly how it was, especially Ace Ventura because that's what came out when we were younger.
I started to pass it to him.
Ace Ventura was one of those movies that you just quote. Everybody quoting lines from. To the
Yeah,
point where you're
yeah.
like, shut up. Shut up.
Me and my best friend in high school, Courtney, used to pass notes back and forth that sometimes only consisted of Sugar Ray lyrics.
It's
Like,
sick.
we would like start the note regular, like, oh, did you see such and such? And let me tell you what happened here. And then we would end the note with like, I don't know, I can't even remember if somebody would start me on a lyric. I'm pretty sure because we knew 2 entire CDs. Front ways, back ways. So she would start a line and like I could finish it anytime, and we would like play a game like that, or she would leave a word out and then I would just finish it, and go back and forth like that.
I used to work daycare, And y'all remember when Baby Boy came out?
Yeah, I
The
do.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had this little boy in my classroom, and one of the little girls was in the toy box bending, and the little boy came up behind her, like grinding. And I was like, what are you doing? So I stopped him, made him go time out, what I was supposed to do. And then the next thing I know, I asked the parents, I was like, yo, what did you take your son to go see this weekend? He over here grinding on somebody. They said, oh, we took him to go see Baby Boy. You don't take your child, your 2-year-old, to go see no movie like that. You crazy.
Do you remember Bebe's Kids?
Yes.
Wasn't that the movie?
Man.
My mom took me to go see that movie. And even then, she probably shouldn't have taken me to go see that movie. What year was that?
That had to be like, 92?
I don't know how to spell Bebe.
B-E?
Was it B with a hyphen on it?
I don't even think it was a hyphen. I think it was B-E-B-E Kids. There you go.
Okay, good. Is it?
There it is.
92.
92. So what?
Oh my God, what is I doing in
11?
92? I think I just moved to Louisiana in 92.
I don't do math very well.
I was
11, yeah. See, I was right. You don't want to say your age, you answer.
No, I'm sitting here like, you're going to be this in a couple of months. Like, that's a lot of calculating. I'm good.
Oh, man. I just turned 36, and it's all right.
Yeah.
I feel like the last 5 years flew the fuck by. Like,
36 is fun.
I wish it would slow down. Give me a second to experience life.
Okay, cool. Okay, so
That's what you did in your 20s.
No, I drank in my 20s.
Well, okay, yeah.
I look back at photos of me in my 20s, and I feel like I just shake my head and go, man, I was an idiot. Like, I never neglected my kids, but never beat my kids or neglected my kids in any way. But, I mean, even though you say you don't do that, you know in your mind that you weren't even in your right mind when you're having fun with them.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between
You couldn't
alcohol
really enjoy them.
and marijuana is marijuana. I actually want to see my kids. You get drunk and shit. You're like, get the fuck away from me.
You don't want to be bothered with kids.
Because that's an adult time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I didn't have any kids in my 20s, but I remember 2 things, and one of them was I supported strippers a lot. So back home, it used to be Wednesday night was lady nights, and my favorite stripper over there, it was 2 of them. It was one named Polo. There was one named, well, actually there was 3. Okay, so it was Polo, Dark Thunder, and Mookie. Those were my 3 favorite strippers. Yes, he was awesome though. The name did not fit his style, but those are my 3 favorite strippers.
Was it white?
No, they all was black.
I want to see a white guy named Mookie.
Yeah, I really want to see a white guy named Mookie. I'm trying to find a white girl named Keisha. And I just found out.
Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama.
See, I never met a white girl named Keisha.
I knew 2 Keishas. I did know a black Keisha too. No one talked to her. She was mean.
I know a lot of black Keishas. I know a lot of black Keishas, but I never met a white Keisha.
Babe.
Here you go.
Thank you. Sorry, I have to wrap something up with our kids. Yeah.
Remember that Dave Chappelle episode, the Wrap It Up?
Mm-mm.
Well, it's like a box when people started taking too long.
Okay.
And then you play the little thing. It's like, ding, ding, ding. It's like, yo, wrap it up. Like, you gotta
I remember
see
that, yeah.
it.
I loved the Chappelle show.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I wish he would come out with some more.
Right.
You got too much money for Netflix.
Hey, so you made fun of me for passing the Sugar Ray back and forth, but what did you do in high school that you knew all the words to? Didn't you and your friends know Monty Python?
Oh, yeah.
Like front, back, side to side?
You can say that all you want to. We would download the script of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You ever heard of that movie? You should get really high one day and watch that movie. It's British. I mean, that's what
I'll watch some stuff like that. So
look for that movie. It's Monty Python. Monty Python does a lot of movies. So look at Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and we downloaded that script on one of the dot matrix computers, on one of the dot matrix printers. So the whole script was like zzz, 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 with the little tabs on the sides and stuff like that. So yeah, we downloaded the whole thing, printed it out. Man, That's when the internet was like,
Right? AOL.
I bet that shit, I didn't do it. Like someone else did. That was a lot of money to print that shit out back then.
Yeah, it was.
Man, that was dedication.
Hey, have y'all ever called psychic people on your mom and dad's phone?
What now?
No.
No.
I used to call the
Did
psychics.
you? Did you get
Yes.
caught?
Yes.
I'm
My
sure,
dad,
because it was
like,
all
Yeah.
dudes
he
are like,
took
what
my
the fuck
phone
is
from
this?
me.
Oh, dude,
It's funny.
if there's money go up at any point in the month.
Like, wait for a minute. At any type of 900 number or anything. Yeah,
Oh,
my
man.
dad was tripping.
Man.
I remember I had a
How much money did you
boyfriend.
run up?
Oh my God, like
Oh.
over 100.
Oh.
One time it was over
That's not
100
bad.
on 900 calls, and then I used to have a boyfriend that lived in Corpus Christi. So
Mm.
I used to call him
Ow.
like, I used to call him like he was like right down the street.
Oh my God.
What? You didn't have calling cards?
How did you meet this guy?
He used to his cousin was one of my close friends. So
Okay.
yeah, he moved back to Corpus Christi because he used to live in Killeen. He was a soldier in Fort Hood. So I used to call him all the time.
All right.
Want to talk to him on the phone, fall asleep on the phone. Man, that phone bill came in. That phone bill was over $300. My dad had. He was hot. Yeah. I was a grown woman getting grounded.
Yeah, I bet.
So yeah.
Our kids, now it's not phone bills, it's data usage.
Oh
You can't let
yeah.
them go over the data.
Because they're constantly watching streaming videos or streaming something. So yeah, it takes us over our data. Yeah.
I wonder,
That's why I want to put my son on my plan because he all he do is watch videos. He likes to watch people play.
we do too. It's kind of
Yeah,
fun to watch
yeah.
sometimes. They have to be, like I don't want to watch a kid play. It has to be a guy who's at least in his 20s.
I bet kids are like, I don't want to watch old people play. It's gotta be
Right.
a teenager or something.
Oh man, so let's see. We canceled yoga. For the people who don't know, we do free yoga. Well, we just got it started. Didn't mean to kick you. We do free yoga. It's going to be at our house in Colorado Springs. So if you guys smoke weed and want to do yoga, just want to hang out, trying to do with no kids, if possible.
It's very relaxing.
Come on out. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sam was there last time.
Yeah, we had a good time. We had a few people.
I'm not
there,
gonna
like
name
about
everybody
5
who was there.
people. Yeah,
Right.
Mhm.
including not
The
including
three of us was there.
Yeah.
We can name the three of
Yeah.
us, but the three of us was there.
So yeah, we want to do that. We want to start
Brad
doing.
was there.
Brad,
Rachel.
I said I didn't want to go through all these names
Well,
because I feel like we're gonna
it's-
forget one, and they're gonna
Yeah.
be like, "You didn't say my name."
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the
Shout
lady
out
that
to everybody that showed up because I can't
The
remember
lady that I
everybody's
just
name that was
met.
there.
Right.
But we'd met each other one time before. I can't recall her name. I'm really sorry, but she was there too. So.
We had a game night too one Friday, and we had a dude named Chris and his wife, and I think it's Christina. It's something really close to that. But they came out. We're gonna have another game night. I think we're gonna start scheduling some game
That'd be
nights on
fun.
Friday night.
I think we should play Uno. We should go get
Yeah.
another because we already have one deck, so we should go buy like 2 more decks just in case. But only do 2 decks for everybody to play.
Yeah, that'd be
Unless
cool.
we get
Uno
more people,
Dare.
then we can do 3.
Like I haven't played Uno Dare yet. I want
What
to play
is
that.
that? What is
I don't
that?
know.
We
It's
gotta
like
go
it
with
has the
stuff.
Dare cards on there, and like I want to play that. See what that's about.
I'm smoking?
That is
Someone should add in like 4 dabs to the.
for that
the-
Queen Killer Queen.
What?
What
This
is
is delicious. Are these flavored papers?
No.
What? This weed is so tasty. I thought that the paper was flavored.
That's weird.
When I first started making candy, I used to go to Grow Life and get some of their product. And the first product I was making candy out of was Pink Cadillac. I love their Pink Cadillac.
Was it pink?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But it was good as hell.
Okay. What
And
taste like?
it was good for pain. I can't remember now because I'm smoking this. So
I get it.
you know what? I'm gonna start a journal.
Ooh, a weed journal.
Yeah,
That would be good. That would
take
be a good
pictures
thing.
of it and get it printed off at the darn Walgreens or
Yeah.
something.
This piece of cheesecake is really big.
Bite the back of it.
I know.
You will not regret
I'm
skipping
gonna
to the
regret.
back.
I'm gonna regret.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, yes.
I need a napkin.
We don't have those.
See, now I'm all. So, Manitou Springs has this coffin thing. Have you done that before?
The coffin
I went
races.
twice.
Coffin races?
Yeah, it's not really fun with a wheelchair.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you?
And now Samaya's bigger. She slaps everybody. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe they'll get out of the way. God damn it!
I'm scared for when she really learned how to use that electric wheelchair soon, because she's gonna run some people over. She's that evil. I believe that. And I'm gonna be like, you go, baby. I'm so proud of you. About time.
You need
Shoot.
a kill switch. Just in
I
your
got
pocket,
one,
just a little-
but I'm gonna let her get a little close first. I want to scare the shit out of her, and then stop her. Like, oh, my bad. But did you die? All right, keep on walking.
Did you guys hear about the Senator Flake that came out and was talking about Trump today? Two
no.
senators.
Mm.
Just throwing politics in there. I know that we don't talk about it, but we do.
I don't.
Well, this is
I
just
didn't
what
even
happened.
watch
What
the news
happened?
today.
Well, there's
Oh, yeah.
two senators. I'm just gonna go real quick because I did not look at all the shit. But Senator Flake and another Republican senator are coming out who are not seeking re-election. Which don't be a pussy and not seek re-election and then start talking like, oh, this dude's not doing his fucking job, right? No, you fucking had a chance to change shit while you're in there. Don't not seek re-election and do that stuff. That doesn't make any sense to me. But they're coming out against Trump saying, oh, how he's not presidential and whatnot.
Right.
Kind of
They
like Bill
should
Clinton.
have been on that shit.
Oh yeah.
Did
Oh,
you guys see that?
That's the issue. They're trying to do it right at the midterms are in 2018, so they're trying to start pushing it more Democratic on. But I don't see why Republicans would want to push that. But like John McCain and stuff are people who haven't come out, but would be really important because they don't see eye to eye with Trump. I can't smoke. I'm eating cheesecake.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
I was just wanted to touch on that briefly.
Did you see that? Did you watch that thing with me where Trump said something in Ukrainian? I don't know if it was in Ukrainian or Russian.
No.
But he was
What did he
supposed to
say?
say like, I'm for the Ukrainian people, or I'm for Russians, or I love Russians. Or, I don't know, something cheesy, okay? But it turned out that the Ukrainian or Russians can't even understand what he's saying. Like, they have no idea what he's saying. None whatsoever. Like, not even any kind of guess.
Did you
You know-
see the Melania double?
No.
His wife's double?
Did they ever figure that out?
I don't know. Let's see.
I don't. They're never gonna figure that out.
I keep
Oh, it's
saying that Trump is really making America look like the dancing monkeys. Like, he is so... Like, you know, Reagan was a celebrity freaking president, and he wasn't even that dumb.
the reason he's doing, I can tell you exactly why he's doing it, and I can tell you because it's one of the stories. Where is it? It's on my phone. But he's trying to rename the mountain that Obama renamed. Oh, let me see where it is. I have to find out exactly what it is. Hold on one second.
What?
I gotta be honest. Stop.
Like
why are you being so
started
specifically?
so much shit.
Yeah, why are you
Like,
specifically attacking Obama?
Yes.
Like,
Obama
oh my
is at some
God.
island
He's
chilling
gone.
with his
make me wanna
wife.
spit.
You know
Hey,
what I'm
you
saying?
really
He's
need to
over
taste this joint. I
there.
know
Yeah,
you're
you
eating
really
cheese
need to taste
cake,
that joint.
but before it goes,
But Obama's over here slapping Michelle on the ass, enjoying life, and you sitting here in the office starting wars,
even having
and you
sex with
sitting
your own
here
wife.
picking something else
yeah,
to freaking argue about. Like,
that's hateful. Isn't it?
yes,
Hateful.
like
Hateful
he is
people, man.
evil.
Hateful.
It
That's
says,
too bad. That's
He's
too bad.
an evil ass.
Because you could be like, you have a choice. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be great. You could be great.
You
He
could be
great.
doing. You have the resources and the capability of doing something great in this world right now, and all
Right.
you doing is starting shit.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be scared sometimes to go to sleep at night because I might wake up with elbow growing out my forehead, looking like one of the mutants from Futurama or something.
I'd be
Right.
more
Because
worried
he done
about a
pissed
bomb
somebody
going
off. That's what I'm saying. He done pissed somebody off in some nuclear shit. Then rain down on my house, and I sleep with my window open, so I'm yelling that shit.
I don't think
I get a
you're gonna have to
superpower
worry.
of slapping everybody when I walk by.
I don't think you're gonna have to worry about something growing out of your forehead. You're probably gonna have to more worry about your forehead caving in from the force of the bomb exploding.
And I'll be thinking, like, we were right here at NORAD. Like,
yeah, we're a target.
You know how many ways that plays wrong in my head?
Let's hear it. I would love to hear. Tell me the ways that NORAD
like the
is
first
wrong in your
one,
head.
not NORAD. Like, they're gonna keep the doors closed when I get there. They're gonna say, "Nope, Sam, you can't come in. You have to stay right here." And right when they do that, then that's when Japan is gonna drop this big old massive bomb, and NORAD's gonna be standing right there with the roaches, and I'm gonna be dust.
So you think they're gonna target this mountain over here?
Yes, I think because that's like, isn't that one of the top military things?
Yeah.
I really
My
feel like
honestly,
that's an argument that
I
people
think-
use about everywhere, though. Because I remember I lived down in Alabama, and we had a military base on one side and a nuclear plant on the other, and they'd be like, "This is the perfect place to bomb."
What?
Because you
No
never
way,
heard
wants
that
to
what?
bomb. No
because
one
it's
wants
a
to bomb
military base.
Alabama.
I know,
though.
no one wants to bomb
I mean,
out.
like,
It is bomb.
realistically,
It's like
right, it's already,
casualties.
They
7.
already bombed Alabama. I'm sorry, Alabama.
Right, it's already the aftermath.
I'm done.
It's the aftermath
Fuck
of the
Alabama.
bomb. So,
Alabama has 2 good things.
right, but this is
Football.
something real.
Seafood.
This is Colorado Springs.
Only because it comes from Florida. Now, I was telling somebody this the other day. The selling point for living in our city was, come on and live in Dothan. It's only an hour and a half to the beach. I was like, how are you telling me to come move somewhere because vacation is an hour away?
When I could just move an hour away.
Right, why don't I just
and,
go there?
and don't they say that, come on down, because they have the most
restaurants per capita. we
The
have
hell is a
fat
kappa?
people.
Capita.
It's more restaurants than people or some shit like
That's
that.
horrible.
What
More
is it?
restaurants per person.
Right. Something.
I'm
So,
gonna tell you,
yeah.
I used to get some good barbecue when I was in Alabama.
Alabama has a
care for Alabama's
weird
barbecue.
barbecue. I love Alabama's barbecue because we had a place called Dobbs that's been open for 99 years. Not the same
serious?
location, but it's been the same. And it's the weirdest barbecue that you've ever had. Doesn't make sense of what animal or where it came from on the animal.
Yeah,
but
well, yeah,
got
that
something
does
called-
make sense.
it's
They've got
good.
something called
That
Camp
does make
Stew.
sense. I mean,
They have something called Camp Stew that's delicious, but it looks like vomit.
It
Just
has
vomit.
pieces of corn in it. It has roast, I think. I think
Just
it's like
shredded meat of some kind, but
that's
it's
go-
super shredded.
I feel like I asked somebody, they're like, "Oh, that's hog stew."
What?
Hog stew.
Right, nope.
Am I supposed to eat this? Oh no.
is that like hash?
Maybe it maybe
Like a pork hash?
that was a really good.
Because the first time
it's
I
got
saw
corn in
that,
it, too,
yeah, the
though.
first time I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that in South Carolina, I was like, what the hell is that? It looked like
So
slop.
good.
Yeah, it looks like
does.
slop, but it
Yeah.
tastes really good.
So
I don't know, I
good.
didn't taste it.
This one, anyway, the one from out here tastes good. I gotta say, I'm probably biased, but I really have to say, I feel like the Midwest does have the best barbecue.
Kansas
Oh,
City
yeah.
has the
doing.
best barbecue.
Gotta
You
say.
sound like Jay and them. Let me tell y'all something.
I don't
See,
like
I'm from
Texas barbecue. I don't
Oh,
like Texas
no.
barbecue.
Oh my
That-
god, that's so
no.
horrible.
I don't like Texas barbecue. Whenever we went down there, the rrestaurants were doing some weird stuff with the barbecue.
Well, that's just the restaurant you went to.
Okay.
You didn't get the right
Okay.
stuff.
We need to
'Cause I
go
tell
to a
you
different
what,
Texas.
Yes,
It was
you
weird.
need to have my cousin's Texas barbecue.
Okay.
Like he cooks like the smoking because I don't know how to do all that smoking shit. I give it to him and inject it and he smokes it and stuff. But the smoke, he just has it just right. Like it reminds me of home. So I love eating his barbecue. But this stuff up here, I'm not too sure about that.
It's
Like the only stuff that I would
Colorado?
actually eat, yeah, it's disgusting.
the
Like the
barbecue's
only
not
stuff
good
I would
here.
actually eat is Rudy's, and the only thing I like from there is the baked potato with the meat on top. Because everything else,
Rudy's?
people don't. It's
Is
like
it that
this
gas
Texas
station
chain.
thing?
Yeah,
Is it?
it's this
Okay.
Texas chain
See,
up here.
I liked it. I went there one time and I liked it.
Yeah.
And I got the barbecue or whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. But she got the sausages. And the sausages were just out of a package. Like you could
Yeah,
clearly
just
see,
like
just it wasn't good.
See, I don't
red.
get that.
It wasn't
I get
good.
brisket.
We need to go back and
Okay.
try it because they're
'Cause-
supposed to have
Because
really
like, how do
Yeah.
you mess up sausage? You're supposed to make sausage in house. It's supposed to be fresh sausage.
It doesn't say
It's
that.
not supposed to be I'm saying if you're running a barbecue business and you're serious about barbecue, why aren't you making your own sausages? Like this is where I come. Like where I come from, that's how it's done.
That's where
They
I
have a
come
lot
from.
of YouTube
Right.
videos to show you how to make sausages.
Yeah.
Y'all know y'all got a YouTube channel. What's your
Yeah.
YouTube channel?
High as
Yeah. There you go.
High as kites.
Nice segue.
Thank you.
So I'm just saying.
We do have sponsors we got to talk about real quick. Toke Radio's sponsors are Gaia's Gardens, Kind Meds. I sounded like I was going to say that in way different ways. Gaia's Garden, Kind Meds, 710 Pipes, King of Quality, Simply Pure, TH Custom Promos, Grass Trays, The Clinic, Studio 420, which is located where, April? Where's it located? Where's it located?
Here.
Where's it located?
Hang on.
I don't see an address.
3995 South
You know my mouth is full.
Broadway, Inglewood, Colorado. Come on down
I
and see
had
Marty,
your
man.
back.
Marty's a cool dude. He's the door opener. He's the gatekeeper.
He's the gatekeeper. Marty's, are you the gatekeeper?
He is.
Yes,
Ask
he
him to the
is.
If you whisper it to him, he will be like, yes.
He is the professor in Back from the Future.
And if you're looking for him, he's about 327 pounds.
No, he's not.
Big black dude.
this is the opposite. This is the so look for the exact opposite of what Mike's describing. He has black hair, super curly,
Blowing in the wind.
Jerry curl, gold tooth.
Got a piece of weed in my mouth.
You know, Marty.
Marty! Marty! What?
That is awesome.
I bit my lip because this pie is so good.
I had a piece of weed go in my mouth.
I am high.
I really like the cheesecake. I am too. I really love the cheesecake. The problem that I'm having right now is it's almost room temperature now.
Yeah, it
so
should be cold.
Yeah, I know. I waited too long. The gelatinous is kind of... It's still good.
I don't even
There's
know.
nothing wrong with it. I love it. It's really good. Nothing
I
wrong
like
with
it too.
I'm really scared. I'm about to finish it. And it was so big, I'm kind of scared. I don't want to consume too much.
Did you get to the butt end of that yet?
I'm on the butt end.
Oh, it's delicious.
Yeah.
The butt's the best.
The butt's the best. Oh.
It's like an E40 video. Oh,
So-
that's the wrong one. Who used to say doing the butt?
Do it in the butt.
Doing the butt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Work it, work it.
Hey Tim, who used to sing doing the butt?
What about Trump about to release
That big old butt. Ha! See, I was in the back seat of my parents' car and they had that taping. That's how that went.
What about Trump trying to release the JFK assassination stuff? Did we talk about
It's
that?
a diversion. It's
Yeah.
a distraction.
It is. It's all a distraction. What else did he say he was
So
going
it's
to release?
what we don't know.
Oh, man.
Okay, so
I ate this whole piece
can
of
I
pie.
ask a question?
FBI has... Hold on, I'm sorry. I have to say one thing.
It
The
had to do with
FBI
what you was talking about.
also released information about Sandy Hook massacre.
Is that the
Two
school?
two conspiracy theories back to back. Diversion, distraction.
Mhm.
What were you saying? I'm sorry. I had to say it because I forget, man.
I remember. So
She forgets too.
why is it important about JFK's death now? Like,
Why?
Right, that's a question.
like who cares?
Oh,
I mean, it's not that who cares because I know some people actually
Right.
do care.
It's like, oh,
But
Just being
who
human.
cares?
right.
Just
That's what we're saying.
yeah.
That's what's suspicious about it. So, why the distraction? What are you distracting us from?
Well,
the real
she's
news.
saying, why even care? Why even care about JFK's assassination anymore? You're pretty much saying that Oswald did it. Government is over. Just
Yeah,
move
we,
on.
We
move
know
on.
they had a hand in it,
Yeah.
so
Because we want to know the truth. The truth is always the most important thing, usually. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter how old it is.
Like, I love reading stuff about the moon landing because my mind has changed so many times. I know that sounds ridiculous to some people, but I do believe we went to the moon, just not the time that said we did it. The money doesn't make sense. This Apollo, how you start with 1, you have a fire, and then they go to 7, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are scrubbed, are put into 7, and then it's just really weird. Yeah, I don't want to go back into the moon, but the reason is it's because we're humans and we don't like being lied to. I think.
Yeah.
Did somebody need to tell me where Tupac's body is at?
Right, there you
Yeah,
go.
see,
we haven't even talked about Tupac or anything.
that could be
Like
that could get old, but eventually the truth could come out. You still want to know the truth.
Yeah,
It's
it's not
like-
old because I still don't believe him is dead. I think he's like in some
Oh.
island chilling, producing
Oh, yeah,
these kids
something.
that look just like
Producing
him.
I don't know anything about the Tupac death or anything surrounding that. What about it is suspicious? Tell us
Okay,
what happened.
this is my theory. Okay, so they shot him up, boom, boom, boom. He died. Okay, so when Biggie died, we saw his big ass roll in that casket with that horse pulling it across New York City or wherever the hell he's from. When
But
Tupac
what
died,
was his last album?
who, Biggie?
Mm-hmm.
The hell if I know.
You remember what the last album
No,
was?
was it Notorious?
No. Watch this.
Life
Go
After
ahead and
Death?
tell the story while he looks
It might be
that up.
Life After Death. But when Tupac died, we ain't see no body.
Yeah, Life After Death.
You know, there was nothing. And when he died, his CD was Machiavellia.
Oh, okay.
So, but either way it go, I ain't see nobody.
Mm.
Like,
That's true.
his mama ain't show no picture. You know, black people take pictures of dead bodies. You know?
Yeah. You almost made my joke. I don't think he was expecting that.
I feel like
They be up at the casket posing and stuff.
I told you that bitch was dead, Brenda.
Especially if somebody don't like you, they gotta make sure you dead. You know, but you know, there's no pictures of Tupac. You know, so I believe he's
dead.
still alive somewhere around here. I'm like how they are about Elvis. You know, they think Elvis is alive. I think Tupac is alive.
That's
And they probably
So
saw
Tupac is the
Elvis'
white
body.
Ridiculous
Black
shit.
Elvis.
No, he's
Yeah,
not a black
apparently.
Elvis. I'm not gonna say that.
I feel
but
like the Elvis thing is the most ridiculous shit.
Yeah,
Once you know
yeah.
the story, he's dead. Okay, guys.
And
move
how he
on.
died was so funny that they've been making fun of it for years.
Yeah.
How did Elvis die in a plane crash?
On the toilet.
Toilet.
He had a heart attack.
That must have been some powerful shit.
He used to
was
eat
heavy.
fried
He
peanut
got
butter
all-
and jelly
you know, he
sandwiches
got
every day.
all-
Yeah, every day.
He got
That's a lot of
crazy
peanut butter and
heavy.
jelly.
The reason that you were asking about JFK, we talk sometimes about conspiracies and stuff on the show, and there are times that conspiracies have been proven true, like the molestation of the Catholic Church. All of that at one point. I know that's a terrible thing to bring up.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
right?
subject.
But at one point in the 80s and stuff, everybody ignored it. It didn't
They
exist.
thought it was just a theory. It was just a conspiracy.
It was just a
theory.
conspiracy.
Like the
And,
movie.
but
It's
come
like,
to
why
find
don't
out,
they let them get
everybody was
married?
on it.
You let them get married.
Just let them fuck.
They can't. They won't
Let 'em
molest
fuck.
little
Just
like
boys.
humans, right?
Like
It's not
seriously.
even that. I have spent.
Like
we've
God
talked
put
about
us
this.
here to procreate whatever the hell, you know.
I've spent the night at pastors' houses. Now,
Which sounds
does
weird.
that sound right?
No.
When I was a youth. Also, one of our youth
I
ministers
have not,
married
if anyone's
a
wondering.
youth.
I have not either.
One of our youth ministers also married a youth from his youth group.
That don't sound right either.
Uh-huh.
Good old Alabama. You
Uh-huh.
keep it within the church.
You know, I have seen that. Like, you know, your wife died, and the next thing you know, they done got you another wife lined up, ready for you
Oh,
to get married.
That's not the Southern Baptist Church that I'm aware of.
They sitting there, you know, so and so has
If I could've
so
just-
been looking at you.
Well,
Y'all want to get married on December 2nd?
I want to jump back to Tupac. So, was his body so shot up that they couldn't show it, maybe?
I don't even believe that.
Okay.
Because you know what? If you look at, there used to be this website back in the AOL days that called themselves having like Tupac death pictures or whatever, his morgue pictures or whatever, and his
Yeah.
face didn't look like it was messed up. So, and even if so,
I typed in Tupac's body.
look what
That's-
you
Nah, you got Tupac's hard body. That's what he got.
Not really what I was looking for.
Tupac's
That's
body.
Tupac's body, all right.
I told you he was alive. Shit.
That's funny.
Why is this one glistening?
I'm telling you, he got coconut oil on. Safari
Oh, is
from
that
Love and
him?
Hip Hop.
Is this it?
See, so it's not too bad. I just,
Why is his face turned away?
Hmm.
exactly? I don't believe that's
We
him.
can't confirm at all now.
I don't believe it's him.
Okay, that's a little bit fishy that there's only one
And then
photo.
that picture right there don't even look like Tupac. Come on now.
And his head is
That's some
turned
black
all
man
the
that
way,
called himself Tupac.
all the way to the left, and you can't
Mhm.
see his face, and you just get the back of his head and the side, very little of the side of his face.
If you look closely, I don't know. You're not letting me click on that. There isn't a tattoo on his neck. I don't know.
Yeah, that looks weird.
That's not him.
And why is he darker? Why is he suddenly darker?
Why is he not glistening?
He didn't wear his coconut oil that day.
They need to tell the coroner.
That's messed up. We're all talking about him.
I'm not talking about him. Isn't going to bring him back.
He's in the island of Zimbabwe, and he's listening to us on talkradio.com.
Throwing up gang signs.
He's like, God damn it, they found me.
He's like, I'm going to have to make an appearance in America.
That was his, the hologram was him.
I bet it was hard for his mom, for him not to go to his mom's funeral, because I really believe he's alive. He had somebody FaceTime him. He had somebody FaceTime his mom's funeral.
Oh shit! I'm gonna type in Tupac at his mom's funeral, and I bet. Let's see if somebody.
There was a video after Michael Jackson died. Now, did you see Michael Jackson still alive? Did you see him sit up in the helicopter? Did you see that?
That didn't
Michael
look
Jackson
right,
is
man.
dead.
Michael Jackson's dead.
Have you seen that video?
There's
though,
a video
of him in
where
the
he's
helicopter?
like, he sit there. He supposedly
The body
sits
sits
up.
up.
How many
Yeah, I
people?
can't
But
even
you
see
know
it do
what? That is there's a medical explanation for that.
But
Well,
still,
yeah,
man.
yeah, Rick
Because
Morris
that
says
happens.
this shit.
But Michael
then
Jackson
he walks-
is dead.
Didn't they show him? Don't they show him walking into the back of the ambulance?
Well, the thing that they kept showing his funeral, and they kept zooming in on this dude with his hat, and it was like, this is him. This is him. He's like in the third row, and it's like, it's clearly not him.
I saw his funeral on South Park.
Oh, I'm sure they look just alike too. That whole family looks weird as fuck.
You know, he came back as a little girl.
And
Oh,
so,
okay.
hey, Google filled in the blanks for me. So yeah,
What is
somebody
it?
already thought. Somebody put Tupac at his mother's funeral. So Tupac at his mother's funeral.
She's like, Tupac does his mother funeral.
I know. That was.
Have you seen that
probably
African? There's a guy who trolls people, like he gets their info, like their phone number, and he like finds out like weird shit about them, like that's true, and he'll go on a game that they're on, and he'll be like, oh yeah, your phone, I got your girlfriend's phone number, but he's using the African.
Do not talk about my mother.
He's using
come
he's
to your
using some
house.
computer program, and then he
know
goes,
where you live.
and then he goes, oh yeah, where do I live? And he gives them the address. It's
He
like,
gives
what?
them their
And then
legit
they leave.
address.
They leave the room, and he finds them in another room, and he starts stalking
He'll
them.
give
and
them their
stuff.
phone number too.
Yes.
I
wow.
know, dude, you're freaking me out.
Did y'all see that video I posted this morning of this guy dressed like a Arab, one of the Islamic people,
Ooh.
and he's throwing like bags at
Oh
random
my god, I thought that was so funny too, but people were too scared to click on it on the Highest Kites community just because it looked like it was racist. It's not racist. Is it the thing where it goes, run?
Yes!
Yes, it's hilarious.
It's one of those-
When he
I was
did it on
crying.
the boat, and they
Yes.
started playing the Titanic, man, I almost peed in my bed.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. That's funny. It just shows that people are just acting on instinct before they're even thinking of what's going on. They just see a dude dressed like an Arab, and they're like, he's got a bag. Oh no, and they panic. It's funny.
I thought to myself, I said, I would have just had to take a chance with that thing and throw it back.
Right.
'Cause I can't swim.
And
So I wasn't jumping in that water.
And nothing bad on Arabs. What I mean is people just assume
Yes.
Arabs have a bomb on them.
And that was funny. I mean, they know it was funny because they
Yeah.
laughed too.
When they had the car at the light, they were just like, it's good.
That was so funny. The couple that was running, they was walking by the lake.
Yeah.
When
Didn't he
was
abandon her?
Yeah. He fell in the lake and she kept running.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, somebody abandoned somebody.
Keep going.
Ah,
No, wait, go
it's
up.
so
It's
good.
not
Go down?
past that. No, you gotta go up.
Up.
I think that's it. Go down because I did the superhero. The superhero one was funny.
And
Oh
it's got,
no,
like-
that one was stupid. Like he got caught in the washer
Superhero.
thing. That's it. Oh my god.
So what happens
Oh,
in
yeah, I've
this
seen this
compilation?
He drugged the dog. That was horrible.
In some of these compilations, people are just simply dressed in long garbs.
Right.
And they have a bag, and they'll just toss it at you, or leave it, or toss it in your car window or something, and then all these people freak out and they just drop what they're doing. Like, even if it's a car, they just say fuck it and they get out and they just run.
It's funny because the same garb that they're wearing is the same garb that you wear when you're in a church and you're dressing up as
the three
people,
wise men.
So it's the same garb. It's a long one piece of cloth. That's all it is.
So why don't you see the three wise men when you see that? Tell me.
Yeah, I mean,
they start playing the Titanic song.
They're gonna throw it. Now they're gonna pull up to someone's boat and throw a bag upon their boat,
beer at him,
and a guy throws his beer at him, and then everybody bails over the side of the boat, and they leave this almost yacht-like boat.
Oh, I really wish they weren't anchored and that they were like legitly at sea, because that would have been
so funny.
So messed up. Let me turn that off tonight because no one can see it.
This one, wait, go back. Watch.
People in towels running out of hotel rooms, and he dropped his towel.
We're doing it.
Oh man.
Oh my God! All right.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that was really funny.
Take a dab here. So what kind of dabs do you have? And you have bright orange dabs. And when I said bright orange, guys, I'm not exaggerating.
Like
don't think of yellow.
Like
don't think of honey. Think of like orange peels. You have those over there?
This bright orange one is Sweet Kush and Calm.
Cool. Thank you. You guys check this out. Sweet Kush and Calm.
And then I got some Candy Queen over here.
Sorry if it's blurry. I can't really adjust that. But check out the color on that. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty.
I got cheesecake in my mouth.
You know, I was at the
Conservier
Cup.
Mm-hmm.
I pronounced her name wrong. Hi. Sorry, guys. But I got so high that Hollywood was like, I could blindfold you with some dental floss. Because my eyes were so low and I could still see.
Oh, I want Gerard Butler.
Okay.
Oh, I have to pull this up. Did you hear he did that Geostorm movie?
Nope.
Yeah, that's about right. Let's see if I can find it. Well, it's going to lose money. Like, they didn't see that coming. There ain't really
Geostorm. So what, is it a global storm?
I guess.
That doesn't sound nearly as exciting as the title.
Let's see.
A Geostorm?
Yeah.
It sounds like some geology type stuff.
Every couple of years they come out with the world-ending movie.
Yeah, they do.
They always do it. It says Gerald Butler's Geostorm. Is it Gerard?
Yeah.
Fuck that. Gerald Butler's Geostorm. It says they'll lose as much as $100 million.
Oh, that's so much. Who's Gerard Butler again?
Spartans!
Oh.
Yeah, the only thing that he was good in.
He should just stick to those movies.
I should stick to not talking.
Wait, did he play in P.S. I Love You?
I don't know what that
I
is.
don't know what that is.
That's when he dies and she goes on like a little...
Well, you just ruined it.
Spoiler
see it.
Yeah,
she dies.
For him. He dies at the beginning.
Oh, he dies.
Yeah, see, it wasn't spoiled yet, but now it is. Yeah. Like, I could have been still confused. Like, yeah.
Okay, I know who that is now.
Oh, I did want to say, speaking of that, I'll come back to this. Dora the movie, Dora live-action movie.
The Explorer.
Yeah.
So she don't have the backpack and everything.
Guess who's
A
who's
human,
produced by? Guess who it's produced by? You'll never guess. You'll never guess.
Spike Lee.
No. Michael Bay.
Michael Bay! I was gonna say Michael Bay, I'm not lying!
Now explain that to me.
I want to explain that too.
Is he gonna go ironic with it?
I don't know. Is
I
she
wonder
gonna be
if
like
she's gonna be like
backpack?
a
Yeah.
superhero Dora.
She should have guns in her backpack.
And yeah, be
Explosives.
like a Colombiana Dora.
Dora's a
Right.
bad bitch.
Yeah.
I'm moving out a little bit.
What's her
man.
name? Dora.
Dora.
Sex scene and everything.
Oh,
She's
man.
an adult now.
With who?
Dora, she's an adult. She's a spy. She's an international spy. She's got her backpack full of weapons.
Man.
She's gonna pick up some dudes along the way. I mean,
This says
Her auntie's gonna be Carmen Sandiego. San Diego.
that was the shit.
Yeah,
I used to love that show. They had a budget of $120 million to do this movie.
that's insane.
Who's playing Dora?
Ooh, my
Which-
throat's.
Oh no, this is the Geostorm, Gerard Butler.
Oh.
15. It was 120 million, which included $15 million for extensive reshoots. The climate change
Extensive.
thriller has only made a reported 68.8
Oh,
million,
shit, I almost put my
including
lips
the
on that.
it only made 14.7 domestically.
Well, that
This
doesn't
is
sound like a lot of money.
Geostorm of a movie.
A climate change thriller.
Is that what
Oh,
it said?
no.
Did it say that?
Yeah. Oh no.
It did.
It's 5 degrees warmer this year.
Oh no.
So therefore, nobody's gonna go
like
to the
what?
movies.
Spartans! New Yorkers!
Hey, he played in. Damn it. I
He
forgot.
was in a movie with what's her face?
Gods. What's that movie of the Greek gods or some shit?
Spartans.
No, not that one. He played in another one.
Well,
Another one? See, he should stick to those.
Well, this is the second film, the second big flop that Warner Brothers has had this year. King Arthur.
There was a movie
Is
called
that the
King
one where
Arthur
all the
that
Legend of
came
the
dudes
out.
Sword.
that played on
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, I
Is it
haven't.
something?
I fell asleep on
Oh.
it.
Oh, that was his movie debut, right? Like a big
Yeah,
movie
something
debut,
like that.
They
right?
shouldn't have did it with that one.
He-
Because number one, he's like this gangster biker still. He
Right.
still has
I
that
don't think-
mentality in this
Yeah.
I don't think he was a
medieval.
gangster.
Have you
biker
seen
at
it?
the
But
time.
you
He was a
know-
pussy.
Have you seen it?
Well, he probably
He's a pussy.
was.
Have you seen it?
I seen the previews to
Okay.
it, and he still have that mentality in this medieval time movie. you
See, I
know?
feel like, is it his fault or is it just a poor movie?
it's
And this
probably a
could have
poor
been any
movie.
dude's name in that slot.
Well, no, because if they would have got the Irish man that's black that's played in what's his name, Irish, he played in The Wire.
Didn't watch it. I didn't watch Wire. Remember me and TV?
Okay, you
not
like you
so
like
much.
Beyonce?
Sure. I
She
know
said
Beyonce.
sure. He played in Obsession with Beyonce.
Oh yeah, I really like that guy.
Like,
he was on The
could've played
Office.
in the movie and probably made it. You know.
But it would have been a terrible movie, and then that would have brought his status down a little bit. I feel like.
Here's King
Well, he
Arthur.
should have opened up with that movie.
Yeah.
So bad. Who's like, you know what movie I want to do starting out? King Arthur.
Yeah, but yeah.
I will never be typecasted whatsoever. Ever.
Like he should have did like a biker boy, or even if he wanted
Well, you
to
know he
play
can't
like
do that
something
either.
straight.
He has to do
He's
something.
typecast.
You know
then
he
if
should
Yeah.
something ridiculously artistic, like be like a gay guy in some movie, like kind of like what
that
Will
gets
Smith
naked.
did.
Of course, you have to get naked in the
What was
movie.
it 6 Degrees of Separation?
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
It was a good movie, right? Now,
Yeah.
when Will Smith did it, everybody was like, well, that was dumb.
Weird.
But I think it boosted
But
his
his
career.
son did that in
His
The
son's
Get
an idiot.
Down.
Which one?
He only got one. Oh no, he got another son.
See,
That one he got with
I think she's
Jada.
talking about the one, right?
The one
The
with
rapper?
Jada.
I'm talking about the other
I'm
son.
talking about the actor.
the actor's son. The one he got
You
with
call him an
Jada.
idiot?
Yeah.
Why
They're
is
all
he an
idiots.
idiot?
They're all idiots.
Why
Do you
is
know why
Jaden
they're
Smith an
idiots?
idiot?
I'm gonna tell you why his kids are idiots, because they're spoiled and
Oh.
they really don't know what it's like to struggle.
Yeah.
I mean, they I want to sing, mommy. Okay, you got a record. They don't know what it's like to not go be able to sing and got to take voice lessons and
Right.
actually got to save up to get, what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
studio time and stuff like that. They probably got a studio in their fucking house because daddy is a rapper.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I want to
absolutely
be a
true,
rock
yeah.
singer.
Tom
Here you
Hanks has
go.
a son, too, that's ridiculous. He's a rapper.
That's whose son I was thinking of.
Seriously?
Tom Hanks has a rapper son who gets in
I can see
arguments
that,
with what's his name? Howard Stern. They were getting in arguments or something. I saw something on that on Jimmy Kimmel.
I can see that though.
Jimmy.
Jimmy Kimmel. I need to light this joint.
Come on.
Give me a lighter.
I'm sorry, I'm high. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing. Not thinking like, ooh, I'm on the radio.
Last night I was like really upset yesterday, so I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I got 2 RSO pills left. I'm gonna take them. So I
How'd that
took
go?
them. I made me a grilled cheese sandwich, and I got super high. I don't know what happened, and then all of a sudden I was like, I think I should lay down. I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen, so.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I didn't. That was some good sleep though. I slept so good. Like I was like, thank you for some sleep.
I bet.
So I need to make some more RSO.
Do you guys want to refill on?
Oh, do you? I do. Do you do RSO?
Yes.
We need to get together, and I want to watch you do it.
Cool. Because I actually like.
I'm going to show other people how to do it, but I don't know how to do it.
It helps with my depression.
Okay, cool.
I was taking it every day, and then I don't like taking pills really, so I skipped some days. But I was making the capsules and taking it because I don't like the taste of it. So I take it every day.
I took a pill. I took some pills yesterday. My back was hurting so much that I took some pills. But I don't like pills because I don't know. I think I used to be a hypochondriac, so to take whatever they would give me.
You would think so much stuff was wrong with you?
Yeah, that's part of OCD. You think a lot of things sometimes are being.
That is true. OCD and all this stuff. I can't sit still.
What did you say to me?
I said I'll wait till you guys are finished to fill your cups up. I don't want to. No rush or anything.
There's a rush for me because I gave it to you.
Ooh,
I'm just kidding.
pretty high. What were you guys just talking about? Because I had something to say.
OCD.
And then just before that.
RSO.
Oh yeah. Okay. So thank you so much. So does RSO? Did you find that it raised your tolerance so much that you couldn't get high regularly, like with flour or dabs?
No, I'll still get high.
Okay.
So, and then not only that, I was keeping my little cousin, so I stopped smoking as much as I usually do.
Okay.
But it was more helping. Like I could tell the difference when I stopped taking it because I have chronic body pain too.
Okay.
So not only was it helping with my depression, I wasn't feeling my back hurting or my knees hurting and stuff like that either.
Okay.
So I was getting up to the point where I can move from taking one pill a day to taking two a day. Like, well, not pills, but the capsules.
Yeah.
Taking one in the morning and one at night. Or I could take two and not worry about it, but I ain't took two in a while. And last night it felt pretty good. So, but yeah.
I need some RSO because I get really crazy early in the morning. I need a high dose of THC.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is I can't go out and buy distillate or isolate or something that I would need, and I don't want to spend the money to buy an edible because that's a waste of an edible to me. I mean, I feel like if I eat an edible, I usually want to stay awake because I like the way it makes me feel. So I think RSO would probably be best in capsules.
I had because it like, okay, let me ask you this. That's what I was thinking of. I'm high.
Yeah, you are.
So like, how many times do you smoke before you get your kids up for school?
We're broke, so not at all right now. Usually, if it's on the weekend and stuff, I smoke a lot. Probably 4 or 5 dabs and then some flowers. Of course, it takes a while for them to wake up, so it's not like 30 minutes and 5 dabs. And it's probably a course of an hour and a half, about 5 dabs and a joint.
See, I'll smoke like 2 or 3 joints and maybe a dab or 2 before I get them up. And that's like helping me to deal with Samaya and to deal with the world, period.
I think you could use 2 joints no more. I'm not putting you down like anyway.
No. But when I was taking the RSO capsules, I would take that when I first wake up, and then I would sit down and meditate, and then that would help me. Like I might smoke a joint just out of habit,
right?
But other than that, that's all I would need until like later on in the morning or something. So it helped out.
I'm in some weird depression funk too. Since my mom's passed, I'm sure. Like as soon as my kids go to school, all I want to do is just go lay down. I usually don't, but when I do, I just go lay down. Like I can't get to sleep. It's just, depression kicks your butt sometimes.
Depression.
Well, I mean that's what I'm disabled. It's one of the reasons. It really is.
Sometimes
I don't understand how marijuana helps.
Man.
I mean, you guys understand. But people who don't care to understand
and be like the devil lettuce I be want to just give them an edible. You know, my uncle's funeral, God forgive me, Uncle, you love me. I was passing out my candies, telling my cousins, here, put this in your mouth.
That's
Everybody was high because it was like
that's
an
grief
emotional
care,
time,
right?
and I didn't want nobody to flip out, and I didn't know how I was going to react, and I wanted to be there for my mom.
Right.
You know, and
that's a nice gift.
I was
you know?
just sitting there, and I had a little baggie in my
Little bit of peace.
pocket, and I would pass out hearts throughout the whole funeral, telling my cousins, pass this down, put
ready?
this in your mouth, put this in your mouth. You know, so yeah, cannabis. People just don't know how much cannabis heals.
Oh, yeah.
I thought my doctor that I got my card from was crazy when he said eat more edibles. I was
I
like,
know,
you're
right?
crazy, like whatever.
The guy I
But-
talked to was like that too. He goes, you know what really helps is this right here. And we were talking back and forth. He really, because he probably consumes,
Mm-hmm.
he knows what he was talking about. And we were like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's good to have a doctor that does that shit. I've had a doctor tell me I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like that. Like, I'll tell him something like, you know, because I have to go in there and every now and then tell them why my brain's not working good.
Yeah.
And then they're like, well, I just don't understand why you're feeling like that. Well, that's what I'm here.
That
fucking
makes me
asshole.
mad. That really makes me mad because I'll be like, well, what the fuck? They do that with my daughter.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, so I understand you can't understand her shit. I can't understand her. But when you look at me and tell me you don't know what the fuck is wrong with her, I want to jump on you. Because you're not trying to figure out what's wrong with her. Let's take some tests or do some stuff or ask me some questions before you look at me and tell me what's wrong. You don't know what's wrong with her. Like,
Right.
that's a headache. Like, oh, whenever I finish my degree, I'm telling you, I'm going to own a hospital. I'm going to have my own
You're gonna
edible
own a
company.
hospital?
Yeah, I'm going to have my own edible company.
Nice.
And I don't want to run the hospital. I want to own it because I can't stand the way these doctors treat these freaking patients. And then, you know, like, especially if you got sick kids. You already going through stuff, and I have been there with my daughters in the hospital, my sons in the hospital, and you're being a bitch because your boyfriend didn't do you however right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here trying not to cuss you out, but you know something's wrong with my daughter, and I need your help, and you can't help me out. I can't stand that bad bedside manner, or the way these people in the financial department be acting, or even these stupid ass doctors. Like, if you don't want to do your job, what you get paid for, if you don't want to be there for the patient, then go home.
Oh, yeah.
I used to do that in daycare. I used to do that in fast food. Go home. There's no reason for you to be here.
I had an idea the other day that somebody should open up, and I would love to do this, but it should be a cannabis community center, or call it whatever you want to call it. But this should be a place that anybody, because I remember when I was working at One Love down in Colorado Springs when it was open, I remember a grandfather came in, and he came in kind of frantic, and he was like, my grandson is really sick, I don't know what to do, blah blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
I heard maybe cannabis could help, you know. I think his grandson was having seizures, and he was like 3.
Oh wow.
And they were like grand mal seizures.
Yeah.
And then like a really good guy, Glenn, who's been on our show before, Glenn was there, and he took him aside and he talked to him about everything he had questions about. You know, Glenn sat and answered for him and told him, well, what you might need if you would want to try to start a regimen for your grandson, but it's a trial and error. You kind of have to see what
works,
you know, works for his body. So I mean, he really took the time with this guy. So I feel like somebody needs to open up a cannabis community center, and it's got to be in a private home. So it's got to be in a private residence, guys. And this should be for if anybody has questions, they should be able to walk in from the street if they have any kind of question about cannabis. And somebody should be able to, in a compassionate way, answer their question.
Or even any refugees.
Yeah.
That's moving here because
Yeah.
cannabis is the only thing
100%.
that's left to save their lives.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
also, this place should also be a place where members, you can become a member of it too. Like, no more than maybe 15 a month, okay? But what you're going to get with that 15 a month should be, you should be able to come into the house at any point during hours and consume your cannabis. There won't be cannabis sold on premises. People can give cannabis away all they want, I don't care, but nothing sold. So people should be able to come in and smoke. But they should also be able to hold their events there. Like if they want a birthday party, they should be able to do their birthday party there if they're a member. Not for anything extra, because they already pay their dues.
You should do a Karma Bowl, like what we were talking about with the yoga, and just have
they should have
the
yoga
$15.
there.
Do $15 a month, and just have an open bowl, and people. It's honor system. You break the honor system, you'd have to stop doing it. But I mean, like I would just have open stuff. So you want to try other people's weed?
Yeah.
Take
they should
some nuts,
label
throw
it
some nuts,
and label it. Yeah,
label it.
But yeah, they should, and then we should also have yoga in that place.
Yeah.
Every week, like more than once a week, whether it's instructor led or not, it doesn't matter because the $15 a month membership should cover that.
Yeah. And even in meditation, because I've been reading up on the holistic therapies and stuff, and meditation is one of the ways that people get to heal their bodies and stuff like that.
I went to a Buddhist temple a couple of times, and that's all you do there.
And a lot of people are curious about meditation. Yeah. Or they want to learn how to meditate and stuff like that. So
when I was going to church down in Alabama, they taught us, because that was a time that New Age shit started coming out, right? So the crystals and meditation really was big then. I mean, it's big now, but it got really big in like the 90s. And when famous people started doing it, like Richard Gere became Buddhist, and they're like, oh, well, if he's Buddhist, then I'm Buddhist. It's like, okay, well, that's the way you're going to go. But where was I? Shit. Oh, yeah.
In Alabama.
Right, I was. That's why you forget. They had meditation in our church was wrong. And then it was wrong for 1 year, and then the next year it was wrong, and then the next year it was wrong, and then 1 year they go, you guys should meditate with the Lord.
Meditate on scripture.
And then I was like, but you guys have been saying
that meditation was wrong when the Bible says meditate on them day and night. Like, seriously?
And
that's a paraphrase, because that might not be it, but that's about what he's saying. So
there was one time where you would say 3 or 4 words, because all meditation is, when I went to the temple, there are different ways to meditate, there are different forms, but there's one where you go over a phrase over and over. You go over something. That's why you're counting the beads.
I think the Bible literally says, don't be like the heathen and have repetitions in your prayers.
That's what it is. Yeah. So, but what meditation is repetition. So you'll be counting the things. But then
don't the Catholics do that when they say
and that's how you meditate on scripture, though. You have to look over one verse over and over and over again, flip it inside out,
sit there and remember it and everything. And then not only that, I mean, you can sit there and be quiet and be meditating and just follow the journey of your mind and stuff. So
that's the thing for me, though, the silence.
You know how many conversations I have with myself.
Oh yeah, I was an only child, so it is often.
I don't like silence.
I love silence.
We always had. I grew up with my grandparents, and they would always have a country radio in the back.
That's
you just hear it in the background.
But not country, but she played her radio
something
in the background. Yep.
We washed our dishes. We washed our clothes outside. Our laundry room was. Our house was over 100 years old, so it didn't have a laundry hookup. So it was, my grandfather made concrete ground and then bricks around it, and then he had the washing machine out in the outbuilding. Yeah. And you would walk in the rain to go put your clothes in there, and then there's no plumbing. This is Alabama, so you only have in water. The out water is not going down a drain; it's just shooting in the yard.
Oh, really? That's crazy. So soap just goes right into the ground where it doesn't need to be.
We used to have to put the little pipe in the sink at Grandma's house to let the out water go in the sink.
But that gets filtered. Like, the city eventually filters that. They're like, nah, just release it into the ground.
Well, no, because they had well water over there, so I don't know where that water went.
Okay.
They have the washing machine that they had. I mean, the dishwasher that they had was the ones that move. So yeah, they had to, every night they would load the dishwasher and then they would move it over to the sink and plug it up to the faucets and stuff. Mm-hmm. But what was really cool about it was when she moved it back, it's a counter. It's a whole other counter with a chopping board and everything else.
That was the washing machine inside the house at Grandma's house because our dryer was outside, and Granddaddy built him a shed with the cement bricks.
Right, that's exactly what I was saying. Yeah,
And
didn't even paint it.
Dryer
We don't need to paint that shit.
Yeah, it was just cement and a door
For a long time,
and a roof.
We didn't have a roof for a long time, and we never had a door. It was just at one point I think it turned into a shower curtain.
So y'all got water spewing out
It's
on
just
the other one
spewing
end,
inside,
and the wind blowing in the water on the other end.
They don't care. You just don't wash when it's raining. The thing is I don't like going outside at night because there are animals outside.
Me too. You know, at
I
my
don't mind
apartment,
that.
we had the mama bear and the 2 baby bears there last Friday, Saturday.
Over
Oh,
near your
wow.
house?
Yeah, they was at the dumpsters.
The fuck?
What?
Like, usually they give us emails to let us know.
The bears?
Yeah, the bears was
The
trying to
bears
get
was
I mean,
giving
they're
emails?
sending emails with
Hey
their
guys,
Well, that's the bears.
we're coming out to the dumpsters today.
Like, you know, if Boo Boo knocked on the door, don't shoot. So this old man, because me and my kids was walking out, and he was like, yo, so, you know, there's some bears down there, the mama and the 2 baby bears. I saw them with my own eyes. You got to make sure you close the door. First of all, my son was about to close the door. Second of all, they usually send us emails, and I don't want Yogi and Boo Boo knocking on my door at night. You know, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need to see no scratches. I don't need to see anything. I'm good.
That's scary.
We saw a bear and 2 cubs, probably the same bear. We were coming down Helen Hunt Falls. We were just walking.
And
just
that's
having
in my
fun.
neighborhood.
Yeah. And we were coming down, and they fucking ran across the street. There was a mama bear and then 2 cubs, I think.
They used the crosswalk.
They used the crosswalk.
Oh, wow.
On the trail.
We were like, oh.
Did y'all take a picture?
We did.
Which-
Like,
oh, wow.
And we got the tail end of them going
up
up
the hill.
off of the crosswalk and up
And
into
we're
the
like,
bushes.
yeah.
Wow.
And then we're like, wait a minute. We were just out there.
We were just hiking on the trail.
And we don't make noise when we walk.
Oh, man.
Man,
We tried to hoof it.
we just walk as fast as we can, silent. You know, sneak up on shit.
They got a lot of trails out there, though.
Yeah.
I saw
it's
one
great.
that I want to try out. Because it goes, like, there's a parking space right here.
Mm.
And then it goes up the mountain on that side.
In Helen Hunt?
Mhm.
Okay.
I want to try that one out. I got to drink a lot of water before I go on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't.
I can't go
gone
with y'all
on
because y'all been left me.
No, we're really slow.
And then I found, like, I've been here for 10 years, and there's like a little path area, like flat land that you can just go down there and chill at.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I never noticed that. As many times as I went up that darn mountain, I never noticed that flat land
Right.
to go chill. Like, you can have a barbecue there.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wow.
We saw a couple of places that we were thinking about renting, like where is it? Palmer Park, I think. They have like an overhang where you can rent for like a birthday party and all that
yeah.
stuff. Thought we would
Pavilion,
rent something
yeah.
like that and have like an edible kind of thing where people come and eat and do some shit.
See? The community center could
Samz
host
Creationz will be there.
Yeah.
See?
Samz Creationz.
Yeah.
Somebody jump on that cannabis community center. They should do cannabis classes there of all kinds. If somebody wants to do them, game nights, potlucks, debates.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It should just be an exchange of information, you know, or keep
Poetry.
it friendly. Yeah,
Mhm.
anything. Just,
Bingo.
it would be good. It would
Strip
be good,
poker.
man. Nope, that's too far.
Whores.
Strippers. We can have strippers there. It just won't be
The
kids allowed.
strip
at night.
poker's too far, though.
Whores. We're gonna have whores.
You know, I'm gonna tell you why it's not too far. Because if the person you don't want to see them naked, you let them win. Then you're not taking it too far. Oh my God, you won again, and you got a handful of kings. Wait, is that a good hand?
Yes.
Okay. I never played poker before.
Oh, we need to talk about. We were talking before we got on here about the Connoisseur Cup, and we were talking about how you've been. How many times have you entered?
Okay, so yes, I have entered so far twice in a Connoisseur Cup. The first time.
What is the Connoisseur Cup for the people who don't know?
They are like this.
Just like, I don't know.
card.
They haven't told me yet. All I know is Dave's not home. That's all
Yeah,
I
Dave's
know.
not here. That's all I know
Dave's
is
not
Dave's
here.
not here. No, but actually, it's a pretty cool community where they actually have a Colorado Springs house where they're gonna start offering yoga. They're trying to offer meals and a lot of different stuff. But he has houses all over Colorado.
And this house in Colorado Springs, is this my kind?
The fuck does that mean?
It's the company. It's the name of the house.
It's the name of the company called My Kind. Did you sign it? Was it My Kind? What, white? Fuck you for making me say it.
You know that post you put on Facebook earlier of like, my beard looks too white in this photo?
Yeah.
I totally read it like the first time my bread looks too white in this photo. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Beard.
That's
It
horrible.
says beard, right?
Yeah, it does say beard,
It's
but
not
I read
that
it
white.
bread for some
He
reason.
said it's not that way. It's not white.
It's not white. It's just the app made it look really white. I was like, that's too much. It really,
It did,
because I have
it
a
did.
couple of hairs.
They put it in there.
But not a whole beard.
Couple?
I don't
Just
know
a
who
couple.
My
More
Kind
than
is.
two.
Okay, it's a.
But I know that he like different people own the houses, and you know they open up their
Right,
house to different events and stuff.
That's
I know
cool.
the
It's
dude
good.
was hosting.
So, like the first time I entered, I won 3rd place with my Silky. I just entered a
With
couple
your
weeks
silky? What is
yeah,
that?
the lavender lemonade.
Oh, okay. What
So-
you call it? What?
Silky.
Why silky?
Hashtag Dave gave me that name.
Silky?
Yes, because I was on his show and he said I keep calling it Silky, and I said, ooh, that sounds grown and sexy. So I kept it.
I don't know if I would call that silky.
I have named one not rainbows, unicorn blood, and then I have unicorn tears. So yeah, I'm trying to come up with a different.
You just want
names for 'em.
unicorn. You just want unicorns to suffer.
I know.
You want
right?
them to cry and bleed all over the place.
Because you know the unicorn, like when they fart rainbows. So,
Right.
You know.
So these are
Maybe
what? These
they're
are unicorn
tears.
balls. I'm sure these cake pops are unicorn
Oh, I
balls.
should say that.
This is unicorn doo doo.
No, that's not unicorn poo. I'm gonna come up with some unicorn poo.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you could do that.
Yes, that's gonna be my birthday. So I'm gonna come up with that for my birthday. That's gonna be my name thing. But yeah, so I just did
Have you won?
I don't know if I won. I think I find out next week at they announce the winners and the people who gets to enter into next year competition. Because I did the CBD challenge, and then I'm about to enter into the edible challenge for the non-industry this weekend.
All right. How many
But,
people did they have last time?
I don't know. I just know I won 3rd. No, it was Holly.
Put it out, please.
Holiday. I said Holiday. Holiday. Is that his name?
Doc
No, Hollywood.
Doc Hollywood.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
I keep thinking Holiday
Yeah.
Hart.
He has a show.
But Hollywood won first with his toasted tea, and then
I didn't even know he made stuff.
I didn't either.
I
Wait,
think
wait,
Mr.
wait.
Nice High won second with something. I forgot what they had, and then I won 3rd with my lemonade.
Alright.
So yeah. So
Nice.
that's not bad because I have entered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 competitions so far. 3 of them this year. One of them I was the only one who entered, so I kind of won by default.
Take it.
So I never even counted.
all
I was
good.
mad nobody else entered. But
yeah.
But yeah, I kind of won by
Me too.
default, and then
That wasn't the one that we went to, was it?
No, this one was
No, there were multiple. there.
AJ's Hashman AJ.
Okay.
He had an event for the 420 event. Matter of fact, me and him is doing an event together for Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving is on the 30th
Where's
of
that at?
November. It's gonna be I think 'cause they changed the venue, so we have to
So you don't know.
talk. Yeah, I don't know where that's at, but it's
Nothing
gonna be
like
in
promoting
Denver.
stuff we don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be in Denver. You know, I know that much.
It's gonna be somewhere.
So yeah, but the one that's this weekend, because I'm actually gonna cook some edibles for this one this weekend. So Saturday I'm gonna take like a barbecue pulled pork with mac and cheese.
You gotta stop talking.
Ooh, nice.
And then I haven't decided what I'm gonna take for Halloween. So
See, you should let us just be your roadies. And what we would do is we would just travel with you wherever you go and eat whatever you have.
Just eat it.
We'll be the guy going, hey, you done? You done with that? You done with that?
So, yeah. Well, you know, starting at the beginning of the year, because one of my friends in Atlanta gave me this idea, I'm gonna start traveling into people's houses, and like if they want me to cook, you know, give me a place to sleep so we can get really high. And then, unless you in town, then I can get home. But you know what I'm saying? And you supply all the food, and I'll bring the magic, and you know, give me some gas money, and let's eat.
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah.
And plus, I want to travel all over Colorado, so that's a good way for me to see Colorado. Because a lot of people's like, "Sam, when you're coming up here?"
Right.
You know, so
we're trying to get out of Colorado, believe it or not. We're
I
trying
want to go to
back,
Vegas
though.
next
I wanna
month.
come back.
Oh,
I want to go to Vegas. So
what's
bad
in
this
Vegas?
month. It's the Hemp Fest.
Okay.
President Weekend, President, whatever it's called. What is it called in November?
President. I don't know. Oh,
Veterans
November
Day.
is Veterans Day, yeah.
Sorry, vets, but yeah.
Isn't it?
President's Weekend. That was your first guess. President's Weekend.
President's Weekend. It's the
Happy
marijuana
President's
vets.
Weekend.
I love y'all, vets. It's the
When was
marijuana.
the Pearl Harbor?
That's my birthday. That's 2 days after my birthday, December 7th.
Okay. No, not that far off.
Mm-mm. Are you gonna celebrate? Oh my gosh, I said the most racist shit
For
the other
what?
day. And I didn't mean to. I told my daughter's therapist, I was like, well, you know, we bombed y'all.
No.
What'd she say?
She was like, well, we did some messed up stuff too.
Oh, man.
I felt
Make
so
sure we keep that
bad.
legit on both sides now. I did want to talk about the NAACP, bringing that up. The NAACP has they're warning passengers not to travel with American Airlines.
Why?
Okay, why?
I don't know, but they've also
Wait.
they also issued its statewide travel advisory for Missouri.
Oh,
They don't like the way that Missouri treats black people. It sounds like the guy in charge of the NAACP traveled on American Airlines to Missouri not too long ago, and they treated him like shit.
Right.
And he was
That's
like, you
what
know
it
what,
sounds
guys? There's a travel ban. Travel ban of what? Let me see if I can find it. The story. I should always pull this shit up before we start, huh?
Yeah, just take pictures of it.
You
Screenshot.
see, Bill O'Reilly
Yeah.
is he's going to give out he's paid off $32 million in sexual allegations and stuff, but he still says that he did not do a thing. If you paid $32 million,
That's a lot
you did it.
for you not to
You
have done
did
a
it.
thing.
Dude,
That was an expensive absolutely nothing.
I have done a lot
Oh.
of nothings in my life, but I have never paid out $32 million for nothing.
They should pay me $32 million for nothing.
Who?
I don't know.
Someone?
I just heard money at the end. Okay, so an African American woman was switched from first class to coach, and she was traveling with a white guy, and he stayed in first class, and they switched her out. So they saying that it's a racist thing.
Okay.
So the NAACP is telling us, not us,
So-
but saying putting a ban on it. On
So-
no fly with them.
Why wouldn't you have taken both? If they're together, why wouldn't you have moved both of them?
I would have stumped him in his face
Strange.
later on that night.
Yeah,
Because let me tell
pissed.
you something. You don't get
Fuck
your
off,
ass
dude.
up when they try to. First of all, you should tell me to sit down and you move. And then
Yeah,
second of
that's
all,
I feel like you would do that, right?
I would do that.
Right,
I would. If I
right.
knew what was going to happen and they were moving her out of first class or something,
yeah.
I'd be like, no. But
You
they
breathe
have
in all this white air.
They have
and sit
bumped-
right here or something, you know.
I have got bumped up to first class before.
Well, how was it?
It was fantastic.
Did
And we
you
didn't
get
even go
lobster?
that far, no, but I had free alcohol.
Yeah.
Someone kept taking shots and stuff. I think I was going from Vegas to somewhere.
Okay.
I was by myself, too. And I got bumped. And it was so nice. It was so nice.
Me and my grandmother got bumped on like our last flight coming back.
I bet that was nice.
Yeah, it was very
Like,
nice.
which?
Not
Not the international flight.
No,
Oh.
like the last. That's what I mean. The last
leg,
connection flight. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wait,
Still.
where was the
Still nice.
international flight to?
Israel. Yeah.
What?
Jerusalem. Yeah.
She
it
saw
was
where
nice.
Jesus was buried, and then she also saw where Jesus was buried, And then she
Yeah.
went
Well,
up the
you
road and
just
she also
mentioned that
saw.
twice.
I know, but then she
I
saw
know.
where Jesus was buried again.
Yeah.
Wait, how many times was he
They don't
buried?
know
There's
where
like
he was buried.
3 spots.
Oh.
And then there's like 2 or 3 spots you can see for the birth.
Right.
So wasn't he in a tomb?
They just have these empty tombs, and then they have one of them's just a garden. So where a tomb, where tombs used to be. So
That's pretty neat.
We
I
went-
want to take
yeah,
that
it was
trip with
really
my mom.
cool. It was really like a trip of a lifetime. We went to the Dead Sea and all that stuff. Just traveled around to different sites in the Bible.
I have a question. Did you get in the Dead Sea?
Yeah, technically, we didn't get inside of it, but the hotel was right up against the Dead Sea, and they pumped water from the Dead Sea into their indoor pool. So we got to get in there like that. Because, like, it's like rocky, it's not like...
So does it really keep you afloat?
It does, 100%.
Oh, wow.
100%.
See, that's what I want to see. I want to see me get into some water I can't drown.
It will burn every cut on your body
It's
that you
racist.
don't know that you have.
I'll just say it.
It's going to burn your hoo-ha a little bit.
You're
I don't
assuming
wanna
you can't
do all
swim because you're
that.
black. My stepdad couldn't swim, and he was black. And he
was black.
He would sink. He would not float. There is no floating. I mean, and you think, oh, no, he floated. The motherfucker, he got in, and he goes,
That's me.
he sank that quick.
Like,
It's like, hold your breath. He goes, I am.
I'm finding out this thing about black people can't swim. That's an American thing. Because we're like the only ones that are over here landlocked and just had a specific history or whatever.
well, look what
When
happened
other
when we
black
came
people,
across the water.
Like Jamaicans can swim.
Look what happened when we came across the water.
Yeah, we put you to feel.
Yeah,
put
well,
you in
yeah.
So
fields,
that's
not-
why we don't like water.
Right, and like other Africans and other black people that are on
They
islands
used
and stuff,
to just
they
going
can
out
swim.
there and
yeah, this is a strictly American thing where black people can't swim. You mean American black people
like they
can't
grow
swim.
up, and you come
That's how
out the
that is.
womb, they throw you in the water, you swimming.
Right.
You know, swim halfway to another island.
There's black people are scared that if I'm being very racist, that if they get too close to the water, they might get taken again. It's like, get away from that water, guys.
You know, I always said I want to go to Charleston because I want to see the slave parks.
I'm from Columbia.
Yeah, my daddy people's up that way too.
Yeah, Columbia, South Carolina.
But I've never been to Charleston. I always been everywhere else but Charleston.
He does. Darius Rucker does a free concert up there.
Is that the Hoolie and the Blowfish guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he sounds better as a country guy. You could hear it in
He
his
really
voice.
does.
Yeah, it makes
You can-
way more sense.
Yeah, when he was singing with who's he? Hootie and the Blowfish. Yeah, when he was singing with him, it didn't sound right.
Yeah.
Hootie?
Yeah, Darius Rucker. Yeah, yeah, I like him. I
Right,
think he
Hootie.
sings good.
Yeah.
Anytime you see a black man singing country, that's the step sideways.
Hey, you know Steele? Is that his name?
Seal,
Yeah.
jacked up face.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, I wonder what happened to
He
his
has
face.
jacked up face.
He looks like the
I'm done.
dog
He has
from
jacked
Game
up
of
face.
Thrones.
He
Except for he's
didn't
black.
he have that disease, like some disease?
That don't look like no disease. That look like somebody
He got burned,
him.
didn't he? He was
Yeah,
burned.
that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like somebody put his face to the fire because he was playing with his toy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
I watch
was
too much
burned.
TV.
Yeah, you do. And it sounds like Lifetime.
And I actually got that from Game of Thrones.
There was a rumor that they were the result of a tribal
Scarification.
There you go. Let's see.
The hell? So he sacrificed
Damn.
himself?
This
I don't know, I don't
website is the
understand.
top 10 celebrities with deformities.
Damn.
Wow. Wow.
Let's look at this. Oh my god. Hold on a second. I gotta move this microphone.
Please forgive me. Because I got the laugh.
I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna go into detail unless y'all want me to.
Have y'all seen that video with the spinner and it's like a little nub trying to do the spinner?
I saw that, yeah.
That was funny.
Kate Hudson's and Halle Berry's sixth toe.
Whoa.
They got 6 toes.
That's so weird.
How the hell does she? You know what? That's why.
That's why she looks good?
What?
Fuck no. That's why she didn't get. You know how Boomerang? She didn't get that the role with the girl with the pinky toe when he had pulled up the feet. because she has 6 toes.
That might be.
And you know, they ain't gonna show her deformity on TV.
No way.
Tina Fey's scarred face.
I don't know.
Dang, guys.
Is that the
She
the
doesn't
church
deserve
lady?
to be on Disfigured
No, right?
website.
Is that the church lady?
No, that's the lady on 30 Rock. And
she was.
you know what I'm talking about?
Saturday Night Live. She
Yeah.
did
Dark hair.
Ghostbusters. No, she didn't do Ghostbusters. Ignore that.
She
Padma? I don't know who
did
this
Sisters.
is. Who's this?
I think I think it was called Sisters.
Who's
Just
this?
recently.
Padma Lakshmi. Well, she has a
Oh,
scar.
that's that. That's that.
That's not a deformity.
Lady. That's not a deformity.
I
Do you
got a
guys?
scar. I just
Yeah.
put some fucking
It's the
tattoos
model.
on it.
This
And
says
it's on her arm or something.
Oh, okay.
She
It's
should
a
tat
long
it
scar.
up. She could put a rosary over it.
She
That's
just
it.
does it natural. She's like, I don't care.
Mhm.
Joaquin Phoenix's weird scar thingy.
I thought that was a cleft lip.
I think it is. Yeah.
One from
Walking
when
is
he was
called
a
Joaquin
kid.
Phoenix.
Joaquin. Yeah. Okay.
Joaquin is the person.
Yeah, he's the guy that was in Help Me Mike, You're Good at This.
Walking the line or whatever he was.
Walk the line.
Walk
he
the
was
line.
playing Jimmy.
Johnny Cash,
Yeah,
yeah.
Johnny Cash.
Jimmy
Yep,
Cash.
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy, yeah, that's it.
Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, he had a
Exactly.
cleft lip because you
Yeah.
can tell he had that surgery.
Right. And he was in that movie with Gladiator. He was in Gladiator
Yeah,
too.
he was. That was.
I like
Who's
him in
supposed to be
Gladiator. He
He
was
was
the
the
emperor,
yeah,
the crazy
emperor.
emperor.
Oh yeah.
Thought he was good in that role.
Yes,
And
he
then he
deserved that
gets-
role.
Mhm.
Megan number one's Megan Fox's weird club thumbs.
Oh yeah,
That is weird. Have you
those
seen
are
her
weird.
thumbs?
Why they ain't got the twin from Yin Yang Twin with Yin Yang Twin?
Yeah.
Yin Yang Twins with his little hand. Why they don't have him on there?
Who's that?
The twin. There's the 2 twins, the Yin Yang twins. One of
Haven't
them
seen
has
that.
the short hand.
This sounds like a carnival sideshow that's come through town that I missed.
does.
No, you don't know who Yin Yang twins are?
No.
You fucking kidding me?
No.
You can talk.
Oh, it's a rapper? Okay. Okay, I didn't. Huh.
Is that them?
One of them has a
Yes.
weird arm, a strong hand.
Yeah, he got a strong hand. Every time I watch that movie, I think about him.
I think you're on it.
He misses some fingers and he got a long.
Yeah, right there. You can kind of see it in this picture.
Oh.
Or maybe he's hiding it. I don't know.
He
But
hides it. He
yeah.
usually hides it.
Well, I don't know.
Just type in his arm. Just go straight to the point. Just type
I
in
did.
dude's arm.
What it look like now in 2016,
Twin arm.
2017. Oh my God, I'm
I
so
don't-
horrible.
We're stupid.
I know.
Sorry.
Hold on.
We're just
No?
telling the truth. Well, type in Yellow Man. You know what Yellow Man
What
looks
the hell
like?
is Yellow Man?
He's a reggae guy.
Is he like Redman?
Nope. He just sings Redman. Oh my God, I'm high. Reggae.
Is this him?
Yeah. Well, I don't.
Oh,
yeah.
hell
that's
no. Who's that? He sings reggae?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm
He-
sorry.
He's got some kind of a disease, I think, of some kind.
That's hippie or homeless.
Not a disease, but like a, I don't
Kind
know,
of like Mask.
What's that?
thing.
He's like Mask.
Yeah, it does.
That could be Shabba Ranks' brother.
Did you guys ever watch MASH?
Mm-hmm.
I used to love MASH. That's me being white right here. He
My
Radar
parent-
Radar
Military.
has a fucked up hand. That's
I
why
never
you
noticed
never
it.
see his hand. He's always high. It looks kind of like that. It's a little hand. It's a little hand.
It's a strong hand.
What is his name? I don't know. Radar. I'm gonna look him up.
Radar from MASH.
Yeah, but if the beginning previews, you used to be able to see it because he catches a football and he catches it like that, and you get to see it for a second. But ever since the first season, you never see his hand. He started hiding it in every episode.
Just type in Radar's hand.
Don't know. Yep. See,
See?
it's weird.
Wow.
It looks fake as shit. Isn't that weird?
He looked like he got a hand like that, though.
This is the preview of
I
when you
wonder
see
if
it when
he
you
was a
catch it.
factory worker and they cut his fingers off.
He looks like he has a hand like that. What about him screams? I
mean,
don't
look
have a
at
whole
him.
hand.
And look at his hand. Like, look at this shit. Like, for real.
They're all messed
Oh my
up.
God. Why the hell are we talking about people with disformed hands? I probably was the one that brought it up.
What is Denzel Washington's deformity again? Isn't in his pinky?
Who? His
Denzel Washington?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you seen
Did
his?
he talk with a lisp?
His pinky, though, goes sideways instead of forward. It's like this right here.
You
at the
lying.
joint.
That just took all his sexiness away. So he got a disjointed pinky.
Oh, you didn't type in hand.
Oh, look at that shit. I mean,
Yeah, see?
That's
It's startling.
But that's not even a disformity. Oh, gosh. Denzel.
Fix it. You're
Right? Y'all
money.
got
Like,
money.
there's no
Right.
problem with money.
I'm going to tell you one person that I was kind of sad that he fixed his deformity, and that was Nas. Because he once he got money, he fixed that chip tooth, and he should have just left it alone.
Okay.
It might hurt.
That's bullshit. He didn't had it all that time. He's
Yeah,
like,
and he
older
didn't have
than me.
money.
With an open nerve.
With an open nerve.
Well,
I had a buddy rip out a tooth, and then the nerve was still there, and he ripped the nerve out.
Ah, you can't rip the nerve out.
oh
Are you
my
serious?
God.
You know who it was, too.
Ooh.
Someone?
That was horrible.
I don't know at all. I didn't need more than that. Yeah, you
I
give
had
me
a
something.
friend that was pregnant.
Oh,
and she tried
okay,
to
I
take
got
her
you.
tooth out with
Yeah,
some
that's
ice
crazy.
It just hurts.
She tried.
Yeah, she ended up getting emergency dinners later on that night, but she was in there
Ah!
because she was pregnant and she couldn't take anything, and she was like in pain, like
Gross.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. That's
Oh
where
my God.
Samaya get headbutting from. Cause
Man.
let me tell y'all the story about this girl. I ain't gonna name no names, but she's gonna know who she is when I tell the story. But
I'm naming everybody's name. It's Frankie, Janet, Stan was there. Go for it.
yeah. So many moons ago, she went to this party and her husband is in Iraq. And this guy was sitting there talking shit about her husband, calling her
What?
husband a pussy and shit.
Wow, what is wrong with guys?
Right? So she turned around and said, "You say one more thing
That's
about
about
my
right.
husband, and I'm gonna show you what a pussy is." And so he said something, and this bitch like punched him in each eye and then headbutt him. In the mouth. So she drove to my house. She had like this piece of toilet paper on her forehead, and she was like, "When he come home, you better tell him how much I love him, because I just got busted in the head for him. This is some bullshit." I was like, "Well, let me see what your head look like." And she took her hand down. It's this big ass hole in her head.
Oh no.
Yes. Like, so we walk in, because we had to go on post, because, you know, we military wise and stuff. We go on post, walking, and the MP is showing us where the, like, to get into the emergency room, because, you know, they're doing renovations. So he said, "Well, what happened to your head anyway?" So she says, "Yeah, I headbutt this dude." He was like walking with us, and then all of a sudden he crossed the street and he was like, "Yeah, so y'all keep walking down that way and y'all have a good night."
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm not dealing with that."
Like the
Right.
hole was so big, they thought that she had a tooth in there,
Oh.
and she
Oh
knocked
my
his tooth
God.
out now, and she's like this. She used to be like 90 something freaking pounds, and this little tomboy, and it was like,
Oh my
wow.
God.
Yeah. So we call her Headbuster. So that's Samaya's godmom. And she be like, when Samaya be headbutting people and stuff, she's like, "Yeah, that's my little Headbuster."
That's cr-
So yeah.
Oh, we were talking about clubbing before we got started. We had to talk about this clubbing thing.
Clubbing where?
We didn't club a lot, but when we did it hard. No, we went down to Kansas City, down in the, what was it? It wasn't the Power and Light District then. What was where did we go down to? It was called America's Pub. This place was
That was
called
a
America's.
club?
Yeah, it was called All Black People and Me. That's what it was called.
Nuh-uh.
Downtown Kansas City is
Look,
not
It
like
was called American
Listen, there
Pub.
were
And the Blockbuster
other
girl.
white people there. There
And
was
the Blockbuster
so,
girl.
Yeah, which was white. There were so other white people there.
Okay.
There were, oh, come on.
There were white people who looked like they were white, but they were probably just light-skinned black people.
Okay,
Oh
let
my
me
gosh.
let me say,
They had good hair.
2 out of 10 people were white. 2 out of 10 people in America's pub were white. Because the only place
I
you
don't know
ever
about
heard
that.
their ads was on the white radio station, 96.5, America's Pub.
And then they closed down.
Right? You don't hear that on the black station.
They closed. They're no longer open.
Because people kept getting shot down there.
That sounds like a black club.
Now, yeah, you don't hear a lot of white people's clubs getting shot at.
Yeah,
They'll
that
shoot
country
other
club.
stuff like
Bullshit.
dinners
Everything
and
else.
schools and stuff
Bullshit.
like that.
All the
you
mass
know?
murderers
Bullshit.
and stuff
you
are
know.
always
Hey,
white.
where was that country club, Whiskey Tango? There was a shooting
Oh,
at
there
Whiskey
was,
Tango, so
yeah.
don't give me that shit. That was
Yeah.
the countryest place. They would have cage fights in there, which were cool. So
Cage fights are cool.
yeah, that was cool.
You were the only black person in there, though.
Yeah, I was the only black person in Missouri a lot.
Yeah.
So
So this club was set up. It was one way in and one way out. It was a
Oh,
huge
that's a
club.
horrible club.
Yeah, and then every night at closing time, cops sit
It's
there
like
on
a
that
giant
road and they
barn.
just take their pick and they start pulling people over. That's where Brad got pulled over. I bet you money. He keeps talking. He goes out there. He goes, I know I shouldn't have been out near Oak Grove.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's exactly
don't.
where it is.
It's the only place out there.
You should, if you're black, you shouldn't
It's a
be in a
huge
place called
barn.
Oak
It's
Grove.
a huge pole barn. All
Did you
right.
say a hole in the barn?
No, it's a huge pole barn.
Oh.
The building is.
Yeah.
So it's like a barn?
Well,
Nowhere
yeah,
near
yeah,
something
like a
like
pole
that.
barn though.
On the
Not
side
like
of
a
Heritage
wooden
Drive in
red
Oak,
barn.
Oak Grove, you're like Heritage and shit.
Heritage, no, not Mm-mm.
You used to live beside Blue and Gray Estates,
Oh,
and they had like
God.
the Confederate flag.
They had
and
a
stuff
Confederate
up.
flag and an American flag crossing.
Yeah.
Little
Speaking of the
things.
Confederate flag,
Fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I am going to make me a Confederate flag with African colors.
I'm afraid for you. I'm afraid for you.
Every time they
You're
talk
gonna
about,
offend someone's fucking heritage.
every time have you ever seen the black people who are in favor of the rebel flag or the
I've seen
Confederate
a
flag?
couple of them.
But don't they always find the most extreme black people who are
The
involved-
You're
weirdest.
like,
Yeah.
where the fuck did you find them at?
Right.
They have everything in their house is
Whose
Confederate
basement did
flag.
you get
like
let out
every
of?
single thing. It's like there's no way you live like this. There's no way. I couldn't
They was
imagine.
mad that we got free, but I'm gonna sport this flag. Like, for seriously?
The way I feel, I used to see. I'm from Alabama, and at first it didn't bother. It didn't bother me at all, actually, growing up, because I'm white and I lived in Alabama, so it didn't. Of course, it's not going to bother me, right? But I used to see where people would stand and they were like, "Well, if I want to fly on my property, I'm all for that. If you want to do it on your property, I don't give a shit." It's idiots who are going down the road waving on the end of their big ass Dodges. I'm like,
They do that
Like
once
the
a week
biggest Confederate flag you've ever
Right.
seen off the back of the
Nevada.
truck.
They do it once a week. They go up and down Nevada, waving. It's like a whole group of them
right.
going up and down Nevada, waving their flag. And I
Gross.
just sit there, I wave at them like, hi.
Could you imagine if we went to Germany and they
We
had the
should
Nazi
fucking
flag
make out in
up?
front of
Right.
them.
Could you imagine that?
Right?
You wouldn't see that. That would be the end of the fucking
would
thing.
get
It
arrested.
was.
And I
It
do
really
believe that there
was.
is a place for this stuff, and it's a museum. It literally is, because if you go to a museum, you actually see Nazi stuff. You go back and you get to see
You
history
see
and how
defeated
we
countries.
fucking raped each other horribly. You know, you get to see all that in a museum. But once you bring it out to the real world, no one wants to remember that shit. No one wants to commercialize that. Why would you want to commercialize being idiotic? Not even
Ignorant.
ignorant. That's the word. Ignorant.
Ignorant, yeah.
It's not even ignorance. It's just hateful.
Yeah.
It really is if you think about it.
It is. It's both of the words put together. It's crackful. I just try to make up a word, but it didn't
You're
work
so
out.
high.
I am.
We all took it to slavery. Speaking of slavery, shout out to our sponsors. Guy's Garden, Kind Meds, 710 Pipes, King of Quality, Here, TH Custom Promos, Grass Trays, The Clinic, Studio 420. And they have a VIP package here. They
do.
tell me. I haven't done it. I'm already up here.
I have
So-
a VIP package.
That sounds like you need passes to her VIP package.
Do.
You do.
Humor.
I know, right? I am so high right now.
Yeah, I
See,
feel pretty
that's why you don't drink big ass cups of Sam's lemonade.
Yeah, I like big ass.
Yeah.
That's what you should call it. Big
Big
ass
ass
cups
of
of Sam's
lemonade.
That way, no one's ever gonna call you up on the phone going, "Hey, can you please stop using my
Right.
slogan?"
Sam's
no
big
way.
ass lemonade.
There's no way. Sears is no longer working with Whirlpool. I didn't talk about that a little bit. They're no longer working with them.
So did
You know
Whirlpool
why?
tick them off?
No, they couldn't come to an agreement with money.
It
I
was a
guarantee it's
falling out.
money.
It's
Think
always
about
about
who
money.
goes to Sears.
Nobody.
No.
I go to
One.
Sears to walk through Sears because no one's parked in Sears. You just walk through and go to the mall.
I go to
Oh, right.
Kmart
If it's,
every now and
atta-
then.
if it's attached to a mall, if a Sears is not attached to a mall, good luck. I'm not going in that.
All the Sears closed down in Alabama. We had the Sears that had been there from the beginning of time. Like, this thing had been there since Sears came down there. The original building goes right next to where Montgomery Ward used to
Like,
be.
it says
like
Sears
them
Robux
country-
on
that
it.
Country town downtown.
Yeah, and I loved it, right?
Hey,
And then
it
so
says
they
Sears
closed.
Robux on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And that's how you know
legitimate
how
real
old
one,
it
yeah.
is.
I
Oh, I'm
used to- when I
talking
was a
into
kid-
I'm talking
Into the dab rig.
into the rig. You guys are really high.
I used to hide in the clothes and stuff at the Sears.
Did your mom whoop your ass?
No. My grandmother raised me. She couldn't catch me.
See, Eddie, it wouldn't matter because by the time I got home, Ann would have got us. So
Right.
it wouldn't matter.
Shit, neighbors wouldn't shit would spank you where I come from.
Right. So and the neighbors was family. So
Yeah. That Sears closed down. You know how they closed a whole bunch of Sears? They closed that one down, and then 2 months later they opened a smaller one up the road. That
Oh, wow.
pissed me off so much because you grew up in that. You know, why would you take it? And because
It was a nice building. It was a cool historic building.
Yeah.
Why ruin that?
I mean, it had the old where you get your cars repaired. You know, it's
Mhm.
not in this. It wasn't in the same building. It was detached. It was in the same parking lot. But man, that thing had been there for shit. We had to look that up.
I bet it's been there since the 30s, 40s.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if the guy who owns
At
Sears
least.
is like the guy who owned Walmart.
Yeah. I don't know. You think Walmart will ever go in decline?
They're
Yeah.
getting competed with right now with Amazon.
Yeah.
But
Like,
I
it's a
don't-
huge
but
thing.
Is it sending them in decline, or are they just competing?
I think the way they treat their employees, like they make a lot of money for their employees not to be getting paid right and stuff. I think that's gonna help them go in decline. And like Target is like good. They're expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
But they got some quality.
They trick you.
They
trick
do,
you.
but they got some
They're
good
somewhat
product
decent.
there.
I'm gonna give them
They
a somewhat
change-
decent.
They change their
and Walmart doesn't
ounces
make it
on the boxes. Watch
The
that.
ounces of what? Everybody
Like the
changes
amount
their
that you
ounces.
get.
No. Go to Walmart.
Target doesn't have the
look
right
at
amounts.
the ounces that Walmart has, right?
Uh-huh.
And go to Target. Those are different ounces.
Mm.
They're it's
You
really
can't get as
weird how
much for the
Target.
same
They
price.
trying to
that's
change
all.
the metric system or something.
You
They should've
can't.
done
I
that
mean,
years
you
ago.
can't get the
That's-
same amount for the same price.
Oh, so yeah.
Like you'll get less at Target for the same price that you would pay at
That's
Walmart.
how, yeah. So you
But
think
you
you're
know,
getting a
lot
good
of stuff
deal.
that I bought from Target, it lasts a little bit longer than the stuff I bought from Walmart. I have to give it
Yeah,
that much.
We don't buy
Clothes, for
clothes.
sure.
Definitely are so much better
Yeah,
at Target
other
than they are at Walmart.
things. Yeah,
They-
Target.
they have electronics.
Yeah.
Even Target's brand is pretty good. Like wipes, you know, I have to buy wipes.
I love
and-
wipes.
Oh right.
Yeah,
And
Target wipes are good.
Yeah.
Target
That's why we
diapers.
do
We
Walmart wipes
still
are
love
like a
Target
piece of paper.
diapers.
We only bought
So
Target
I
diapers.
used to too. When I had to
Yeah.
buy diapers, that's all I bought too. Shoot.
Because those things those were the closest things to those huggy
Yeah,
things.
to the
Oh.
Huggies. Yeah.
And they didn't break
And-
Samaya or Randy out.
But they were smaller. They were like just slightly smaller, and
Yeah,
Delaney
you
was
had
a
to buy
tiny,
one
tiny
upsize.
baby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I went with the Target brand because it was always it ran smaller.
Yeah, her newborn stuff didn't fit.
Yeah, she was 5 pounds, 13 ounces, but she was full term and everything. So.
My newborn stuff
was
didn't
just
fit
tiny.
either.
Well, why don't you give out all your information, how they can find you, where they can look you up, and all that jazz.
Once again, I am Samantha. I'm Samz Creationz, SAMZ CREATIONZ. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can email me at samzcreations420@yahoo.com. You can find me this Friday at the Conservera Cup competition.
Connoisseur.
Connoisseur Cup. There you go. That's fun.
Confederate
But
Cup.
yeah.
At the Confederate Cup.
We should have a Confederate Cup.
Oh God.
You can find me there this weekend. And yeah, be looking for some stuff coming out. Oh, my eyes are so low.
I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Forgettables. You can check them out on Facebook. It's FORGEDIBLES, Forgettables. And also Purging Empire. You can check both of them out on Facebook. Thank you guys for the concentrates and the edibles. And thank you very much, Samantha, for supplying our edibles today.
Your edibles are awesome.
They've been so delicious. I feel fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, as you guys saw, I was trying to talk into the dab rig earlier, like it was the mic. So
I'm about to talk to your ear off all the way home.
Shut up. I just said, shut up. I don't know why you sound like that. You just shut up. That's how I sound when I get upset.
He pictured you as a black man with a British accent.
Oh, make sure you guys check us out next Wednesday, 5 to 7, but we're also on tomorrow. Facebook Live, 11 to 1, coffee and weed. If you like coffee, if you like weed, then
Join in.
that's what we're going to do.
we're gonna put them together.
And drink them. You too. So come on out and check us out on Facebook. We'll be there. Go back and look at our older videos on YouTube. She's all doing dabs. She's dabbing us out.
Yeah, you can go see the video of when we was at my house and having a barbecue and talking about dog farts.
Yeah.
It was a very entertaining
You know
video.
what was really cool about that video? Did you watch the one that I did with the dabs?
Yeah, I
and
like
stuff
that
there?
one.
And did you see how like every time someone did a dab, the video was under there?
Yes,
That was really cool.
That was cool. I like that one.
We got really lucky how that turned out. So y'all go back and check that out. Check out the first time me and April tried acid. That's on there too. And we can label it that, unlike Facebook. So y'all check that out. See y'all later.
Good night. That was fun.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Now I gotta make it down the stairs and not fall. Is there other tops to this on y'all side?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. You started talking to the dab rig.
It's twice.
They're just talking like
Twice.
That,
Do you know when I said that voice, I was like, oh shit, that wasn't racist, was it? Because I couldn't hear how it said. I do horrible accents. Like,
Yeah, he can't do accents.
like we make fun of that all the time. We're trying to move to Jamaica, and so I'm gonna go down like I'm Jamaican, mom.
No, don't do that.
I know.
Right, that's what I said.
she's like, you know what? You need to start doing that now.
I'm
Before we get
I am your friend.
accidentally do stuff. Because I used to be like, look at that businessman. And like I used to say businessman. Now every time I say businessman, it's businessman.
Or any kind of man on the end.
Yeah, policeman. Whatever. Well, that's a bad example. Horseman.
Horseman.
Oh.
And it's pretty cool what y'all got going on there.
Thanks.
Y'all got a lot of followers or?
No.
No, no, they got a
We
lot of
get.
people.
It depends. It's
How many this time?
like today. The peak was 7. So supposedly, I don't know how that works.
On the radio?
Yeah.
You can see how many people listen?
It's by how many clicks. It's not by who's listening. It's by who's clicking.
Yeah, on
Oh,
to
cool.
So
the
you
listening
might have
spot.
viewers that you don't even know about right now because that's the clicks.
Oh, cool.
So I
What,
don't
what
really-
did our last video get on Facebook?
Almost 4,000. So we
Yeah,
average on
so
Facebook
we're
anywhere
4,000
from
people.
2 to 4 right now. Actually, 4.4. We're wanting to do it better. I'm gonna stop this recording. Thanks, guys. Since I was just standing out with my crotch right there by your face.
Right? It was recorded.